Hey, we are live, guys. What's up, everybody? We here for another Friday live chat about who knows what, wherever the chat takes us. We just sit here, we hang out, we talk about the most random stuff. There's a lot of people in here ahead of time. What the heck? Usually I don't have nobody in here until it starts, but I see a lot of people in the chat already before we even started. What's up, everybody that was chatting beforehand? What's up, Chrissy? I just seen you. Happy 4th of July. I saw a few people say happy 4th of July. Happy Friday back to you, Alan. Anybody else that was here before you or before y'all, whoever else was here, what's going on? I'm trying to get the chat going and everything really quick. Hold on. Let me get my side up. Here we go. What's up, Aberdeen? What's up, Bart? What's up, Shannon? What's up, Robert? What's up, Rye? I hope I'm pronouncing that from the UK. Hope I'm pronouncing it right, I meant to say. What it do? What up, Uncle Salty? I was about to say Unky Salty. Uncle Salty, what's up? What's up, Ryan Taylor? What is up, everybody back there who's not saying anything too? What's up to all y'all? Marlene, Daddy, Big Gray, Claire, Doppel, another Robert, Siffin, Barbie, everybody. Elverson, it's going fast now. Jerry, Susan, Alan, James, Kirsty, Debbie, Denise. Okay, now it's starting to get a little crazy. So if you've never been here, a lot of times on Fridays, I try to be consistent. Sometimes I'm not, I'm going to be honest with you. But I try to be consistent. We try to go live on Fridays once a week to basically just sit back. Because we get a lot of, our channel, I can't reply to everyone's comments, obviously. So I like to go live for a few hours, couple hours, once a week, and just chat with everybody, answer random questions people have in the comment, just random things you ever wanted to know or you're wondering, just to chill out and chat with the people to watch us. That's what's up. What's up, Matthew? No Mercy, Amy, Brian, Shannon, in love. Let's go. Happy 4th tomorrow. No, I'm excited. What is everybody celebrating tomorrow? We're going to eat a bunch of food. We're going to blow up a bunch of fireworks and shoot a lot of guns. That's our plans for tomorrow. Good old American fun, right? Food, guns, and explosives. Let's go. Let's see. What's up, Bonnie? What's up, Allison? Beverly, Richard, William, Troy. Nice fight. Oh, my gosh. That tarp unit. Dude. It's supposed to thunderstorm here, too. And it keeps going back and forth. And I'm kind of worried. I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping we have at least a little bit of time outside. But the weather does keep going back and forth. I hope it doesn't, but we'll see. But, yeah, that tarp unit. Who saw that short? What the heck, man? That's got to be one of the weirdest storage units I've ever bought in my life. Ever. Yeah, we did keep that globe, actually. I don't know if we're going to sell it or, actually keep it. Yeah, but we didn't, put it in a yard sale pile or nothing. It's in our garage, so we did actually keep it. I don't know what we're going to do with it yet, but it was too cool to let go. And it was fairly expensive. So they're definitely keeping it. Let's see. All right. Now that I'm here, now I can kind of read the chat. I know that thing was wild yet. Have you shot the tarp gun? No, but I might tomorrow. I think I'm going to bring it with all the shotgun shells I found with it tomorrow and go test it out, right? It was a nice Browning. I mean, obviously, you guys know I don't sell those, so it's not going to be for sale. I'm keeping it, but it was a Browning. It was nice. It was expensive. I mean, it's shotgun expensive. It was like $400 or $500, so it was still nice for $70. I'm happy. Let's see that globe. That globe is really nice. That globe was like $140 on eBay. I wouldn't even know how to ship something like that. It's a lot taller than it looked on the video. It's really big, so. Shipping wise, I wouldn't even know how to do it unless you ship it freight. It's big, and at that point, it really wouldn't be worth it. So if we do sell it, it'll end up being like a marketplace sale. So it's a pretty cool thing, though. It's definitely pretty cool. What's your favorite storage unit since starting? I got to say two. I can't pick between these two. I go back and forth. Number one, the one that had all the guns and ammo in it, the craziest one. That was probably the craziest value-wise unit I ever bought. But then also the one with all the money throughout, the hoarder lady that just had random money hidden throughout the bags. Those two were by far the most fun I ever had doing this. And I'm forever chasing that dragon, dude. Those two are just two different levels of crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I don't want to sit here and talk trash, but yeah, they get on my nerves pretty much every time. There's 30 public storages around us that all go off on the same day. And to be honest with you, there's one location that's always easy and always convenient. In the rest of them, there's always some issue. Oh, you think public storage is bad? Wait until you see the video we drop on Sunday. Watch our video on Sunday if you want to talk trash about public storage. Just wait. That's something special. I don't want to give any spoilers out or anything because the video is not going to drop for another couple of days, but wait till you see that video. But yeah, dude, they always got some issues with gate codes, with employees not being there, with a lot of other things I'm not going to mention because I don't want to spoil the video that comes out Sunday. But yeah, you'll see. Do you register? No, there's no gun registry. I don't know. A lot of people have that misconception. There's no registry. All you have to do is make sure run the serial number by the police and make sure it's not stolen and make sure it's not hot. That's all you got to do. As long as it's not hot, and as long as you can legally own a firearm, right? Like you can't do it if you're a felon and you have a felony, then yeah, you can't have it. But if you're clean, if you have a clean record, you're able to legally own a firearm and the gun is clean. That's all there is to it. There's so many misconceptions. I think these misconceptions this is just my guess here, I could be wrong. I think a lot of the misconceptions come from the fact that everybody started to get into this by watching Storage Wars, and that took place in California. And the laws in California now, whole different weird world over there from the rest of the country. So they have some crazy wild laws that go on over there. But the rest of the country, it's not like that for most states. Yeah, those two are crazy. Man, okay, the chat's going crazy. Let me say one thing, though. If for whatever reason you put a question in the chat and I don't respond to it, feel free to put it in there again, especially at the beginning. It starts to go really fast. And the software I use mixes all the comments from Facebook and YouTube together. So it's just crazy sometimes. I'm going to try to get to everyone's comments I see. Do you see the Dragon Ball Z collection? Rob? Yeah, the Second Sense video. So what's funny is I have a lot of work on my filter list on YouTube. I put the words video and channel because we get a lot of spam of people trying to promote their videos and channels. So when I went to go to the filter list, there's 100 people saying, check out this video. So I went to go check it out, of course. And yeah, I watched the whole thing because I wanted to see if he found anything we didn't have. But he didn't find one single item that we didn't already have here, which is wild because that was a crazy unit. I would have been freaking out if I found that unit. That was awesome. It really was, dude. It really was crazy to see. But yeah, I wish I could have been the one that found it. Did I watch the Jetsons? I didn't really watch the Jetsons. I never watched that. Definitely never seen the live movie. I watched the cartoon a few times, but it was never nothing I kept up with. So I don't even know. I never seen the live action one. Looking forward to your next yard sale. Let's go. I'm hoping we get able to pull one off the end of this month. That's my goal right now. I don't want to put it out there because I don't know for sure. We don't have enough stuff yet, but my goal is the end of the month, this month. But we'll see. Favorite 4th of July food? I'm basic, dude. Give me a cheeseburger, some ammo, and some fireworks. I'm good to go. I'm a basic American. I don't think so yet. I haven't seen it yet. Like I said this last stream, I'm not sure now. This is just my guess. I think they were filming for the next season. So I don't think this will drop until either later this year or early next year, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Where are we at? What's up? Doing great. Yep. Dude, good luck. I hope it's fingers crossed for no mice. Fingers crossed for no mice for Theo. Yeah, well, in California, it does depend on what type of gun, too. If you find a handgun, they told me you actually have to turn it over. One time I found a hunting rifle in California, and we called them to run it. And a hunting rifle, that was fine. It depends on the kind. It also depends on where you're at in the state, too, I would assume. I would imagine the bigger cities, if you're in San Francisco or Los Angeles, you probably can't even keep a BB gun or a Nerf gun for that much. But if you're out in the rural areas, I think it's different. I think. Now, this could have just been – this was also many years ago. I know they've changed their laws over the years. But it was a hunting rifle. I never found a handgun in California. Let's see. You need to do a dumpster diving. I would actually love to do a dumpster diving video again. We still did it sometimes a couple of years ago. But the problem is now when we go dumpster diving, we do it at 1 a.m, midnight. So obviously with Broly's sleep schedule, we can't really pull that off right now. When he gets a little bit older, though, I'd love to do it. We'll definitely do some more. I think he'd enjoy it, too. We go out together and have fun looking. It's so fun, dude. The scavenger hunt is just so fun. I get stuff I don't even need, but just the fact that you find it and it's free, it's addicting, right? It's fun. I'm like, yes, I just found 12 live, laugh, pray wall decor pieces from Dollar General. Yeah, and you're so psyched about it. And what are you going to do with it? I have no idea, but I found it and it's free. It's just fun, right? Let's see. Are you aware that Broly is gifted? Yeah, he is a smart kid. I know that. I'm realizing it more the more I see him interact with other kids his age. Because, like I said, for the longest time, we didn't really have like kids around us. But, like for example, he goes to a class thing. Amber takes him to a thing that's called like a romp and roll is what it's called. The class is called, but they just do art, do gym, do other thing with kids, and like seeing him, other kids his age try to interact with him, I almost feel bad for him because it feels like it's kind of it's awkward. Because they're just two different, I don't know, different. That's what it is. I'm interested in buying. How do you get rid of stuff at the beginning? I mean, you got to sell like crazy on the list online and yard sales for a while too. Yard sales move stuff. Obviously, you're not going to get good value for it, but it moves stuff fast. And just be real, be prepared that like half the time people will learn 60 or 75% of what you buy in a unit's going to go to the dump anyway. A lot of people don't get that. A lot of people think you could sell everything. It's not the case. You'll be sitting forever, especially like furniture and larger items that take up a lot of space. Unless it's like antique or basically brand new condition, they're not going to move. They're not. Like you just get to the point where you throw them away because it just takes up space. It really does. And it just takes it up and you got to get rid of it. You just got to be willing to throw stuff away. This is an interesting question because, dude, I get both the extremes so much. Like, for example, that big hoarder unit with all the one I paid $18,000 for, the ones that had all the Barbies and all those collectibles, we have been consistently selling them for like 20 to 30% of what they go for on eBay. I mean, way under. But then I also have sold stuff that goes for like $15 on eBay for 30 or 40 bucks. So it really just depends. At the end of the day, it's an auction. It just depends on the day and who's there. It's so hard to say. I've sold my biggest one I can remember. I've sold a $200 and some pair of shoes brand new in the box for $3. It's random. It's very random. It just depends on the day. Let's see. We filmed with Storage Wars Cast a couple months ago, or no, 2 months ago now. But I don't know when they're actually going to release the episode. But we'll see. Oh, I appreciate that, but it's okay. It's part of the game. If you're buying storage units and you don't occasionally buy losers, you're not buying storage units. It's part of the business. That 90K unit is good. Not for me, man. I don't get that. I don't get the full value for collective. I wouldn't even go near. I wouldn't touch it for more than 15K. So I'm like, let them have their fun. That's not for me. That's somebody that has a niche, specialized audience in cards, and we don't. So it's not for me. I know if I listed them on eBay, could I get my money? Probably, but I know I'm not gonna. So it just depends. Dude, I see it happen all the time here too, Barbie. It blows my mind. It'll be a unit with nothing but the car, but legally they have to put it up, and they'll put in there the car's not included, and then people will get there. I've been in the office when somebody come to pick it up before. It's so funny. And they're like, dude, it says it right there. Like, you just have to read the text. But you know how people are. You know how they are. Yes, I can't wait for the Dragon Ball Lego sets. I already see the first one's going to be Shenron. They've already leaked it. I'm getting 2 of them right when it releases. One to keep in box and one to try to put together with Broly and Amber. It'd be fun. I'm buying 2 right when they release it. I'm excited. I've never put together, I'm 32. I've never put together a Lego set. That'll be my first attempt. And I feel like I'm going to become enraged and stop, and Amber's going to end up finishing it. That's my guess, but we'll see. I'll see if the fact that it's Dragon Ball increases my patience. We'll see. Let's see. What's the most collectible antique weapon you ever? That's such a specific question, but antique. It depends how old we're talking here. My favorite old gun at all is that World War II issued M1 Garand, which I guess it's not really like 100 years old, obviously, but it's like about 80 years old. But you can look up the serial number on the website, and it was issued right in the middle of World War II, and it was still in its original U.S. Army bag. It had the bayonet with it and everything. Super sick thing. I've never even fired it because I'm kind of scared to fire it. It's like, it looks like it's never been shot, but I'm sure it has because the bayonet has some like dings on it. So who knows what that thing saw, but that's awesome. I had people offering me as high as $4,000 for that, but obviously I kept it because it's just too cool. Did you pre-order GTA 6? Of course I already pre-ordered GTA 6, dude. I'm going to be gone for like 2 weeks when that game drops. No one's going to see me for like a solid 2 weeks. I can't wait. I really can't. I'm excited. I haven't been that excited for a game for a long time, honestly. Like, it's been like, I don't even know, months months since I've really had a game that I've been that excited about. Let's see. Do you really throw away all the corn? Yes, I throw away most. Like I said, I throw away like 60 to 70%. That's how the storage unit really goes. People don't like to see or hear that, but that's just the truth. Like 60, 70% of it, you're not going to be able to move. And if you do move it, it's going to take so long to move. It's not worth the time. You just got to go on to the next one. It's a volume game. If you want to do good at this, really, it's a volume game. You got to move things fast. You just do. Or else you're just going to take too long to go through. Like if I buy a storage unit, say today's Friday. If I bought the storage unit Friday, the video would release Sunday. And by Tuesday or Wednesday, all the stuff I had, gone. Within a week, everything I have in there, gone. Unless it's like some bigger stuff for a yard sale. I move it in 3 or 4 days. It's out. It's gone. I don't see it no more. It goes really fast. And that's just the only way to keep it going because it's always just on to the next one, on to the next one. You got to rush through. I mean, do we get the max value doing it that way? Usually no, but it allows you to get to the next one, right? It's going to be – that's the way I do it. Let's see. What video did I find that old gun in? So if you go to our channel and you filter the videos on the homepage from most viewed, it'll be the second most viewed video on the channel, the gun hoarder unit. He had a bunch. I mean, a bunch of high-end guns. There was an FAL in there. There was a M1 Garand, like I said, the civilian version of the M1 Garand as well. It was insane. Absolutely insane. Let's see. Are we buying Texas? Oh, yeah. When we go to Texas, I want to buy units on that trip for sure. Because we'll be taking the Sprinter van. So with half space, I'll definitely be looking to buy. I can't go that long without buying a unit. I go through like withdrawals. Oh, man. Let's see. Call me crazy, but do you think Yamcha Tien was as strong as Vegeta when Vegeta first came to Earth after Yamcha Tien got their training from King Kai? I just feels disrespectful to say, right? I mean, part of you is like logically wants to say like yes, because the power progresses so fast in Dragon Ball Z, especially, but that feels disrespectful to say Yamcha is more powerful than Vegeta. So I don't know. Oh man, just inherited rings engraved with my uncle's name. What can I do with them? They aren't real gold. They look very nice. That's a weird one, dude. I don't know if it's not gold, it's going to be hard to move with personalization like that. If it's gold or silver, obviously people will still buy them just because they melted down for the gold weight. But not being gold or silver, I don't know. Unless it's got a really nice stone in it, there might not be much you can do with them, to be honest with you. It's kind of hard. Some of the stuff you get into the locker, people, dude, it's wild the amount of trash you find doing this. Because when you think about how expensive it is to rent a storage unit nowadays, I mean, it's like most of them are several $100s a month, and people are paying several $100s a month for trash. And it's just like, it makes no sense. I don't get it. I don't understand why. How much will the Dragon Ball Lego cost? From what I've seen, the first Shenron set's going to be a huge set, and it's going to be $200, if that's accurate. These are what people have been saying have been leaked. So it's just kind of going off rumors. We don't know if it's really true yet. But if it is, it's about $200. It's definitely, I don't know which one you're talking. This happened to us a couple times, but that also very possible. Happy 4th of July early. Let's go. Now I've had people, they're not specifics, but I've had people come back and tell me, they did really good. They didn't specify what that means. I don't know if they doubled their money or 50x their money. So I have no idea. But we've had people come back and tell us they did really good. That's it. Please what? Let's see. Yeah, no, that's definitely true too. But it's also like you just can't move some of the stuff. I mean, it differs by area. But like, for example, couches. I found couches brand new in plastic. They retail for $1,500, and I had them up on Marketplace for $100 for a month and get a single message. Brand new in the plastic, literally $1,500 retail, $100, nobody. I'll put them out of my yard sale for $1 and still nobody. Like furniture is just impossible to get rid of. Impossible to get rid of in our area. It could be different. Obviously, it differs around the country depending on where you're at. But around here, I can't get rid of it for nothing. Let's see. Hey, In-N-Out in Oregon. Let's go, Beverly. I'm jealous now. I can't wait to get some In-N-Out next month. How much is the most you spent on a storage unit? That big Barbie hoarder unit. After fees, it was a little over $18,000. I think it was like $18,100, $18,200, something like that. little over 18 grand. The final bid was like a bit over 16,000, but then you pay, 10% buyer's premium and fees and whatnot. It ended up being around a little over 18,000. It was pretty wild. Brooke, I love this question because I get asked this so much, and it's, to be honest, I don't know if it's just us or other people that buy could say they agree with me here, but for me, it caused the exact opposite effect. I just want everything gone. I don't like looking at stuff. I don't like stuff piling up. I don't like stuff sitting on the table. I hate when I see stuff on the counter. I just want everything gone. It had the complete opposite effect on me. It made me like so anti stuff. I just wanted out of it. Anyone else in the chat that buys storage units, chime in on this. Sorry, I don't know what the heck I just said. Tune in. Don't listen to me. Chime in on this and tell me if you agree with me or if it's the other way. But yeah, it made me the opposite. Yeah, the storing of food. Like, I never understood it. Y'all ever come to Florida? Oh, yeah, we came to Florida before. We might come to Florida later this year. I don't know yet. We're just trying to plan everything out. Let's see. Oh, I never found anything that old yet. Hopefully it's coming. That would be cool. Oh, man, that would be cool. At least you got it, but yeah. A lot of people you weren't the only one that ordered before we announced that. So you're not the only one. I'm glad I got there fast at least. Let's see. Other than candles, what do you keep? Not much, man. Not much. I mean, if we found anything Dragon Ball, would keep it. We keep, guns and ammo. Random furniture if we want to upgrade. Like our dining room table we've had for years now came out of that nice unit we bought a couple of years ago that had all the brand new purses and brand new clothes in it. The real estate agent lady, that unit had a nice dining room table in it that we kept. That's been ours for a few years, but most of the time, not much at all. I just want everything gone. It's just too much stuff. You just get way too much stuff. Let's see. Favorite gun found in a storage unit. Again, I'm going to go with the M1 Garand. The M1 Garand and the FAL, honestly. The M1 Garand, just because of its historical significance, is amazing. And I can't even pretend that, like, this is not true. The FAL, because I grew up playing Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2 was my favorite Call of Duty game, and the FAL was my gun. I loved that gun, and the fact I found it in real life was just cool. That's the real reason. I can't even sit here and pretend it's something deeper than that. That's really what it is. What's up, the White Edge? Yeah, we get some decent furniture, that's for sure. Did you know the voice of Rolf from Ed and Eddie is the same voice as Goku? So you know what's funny about that? I learned that last year at the Dragon Ball convention because the guy was there signing stuff, and I actually have Plank from Ed and Eddie signed by him, the voice actor of the Ocean Dub or whatever, Goku, signed by him. It's a Plank from Ed and Eddie. So yeah, I'd learned that last year. Because I was going to get a Goku, but like I didn't really watch the Ocean Dub. So I was like, to me, Goku is always going to be Sean Schemmel. So I didn't want to get him signed on Goku. Then I saw he had Plank, and I was like, wait a second. He voices Rolf? And yeah, he voices Rolf. Are y'all going to have any other kids? No, we are done. One and done. Let's see. Yes, you're supposed to get the serial number ran. That's what I did in the short. You call the police department. Usually it's easy. You call them, you get them to run the number. That number, they have a database that'll tell you, they'll tell them if it's stolen or if it's hot or if it's wanted or anything like that. It'll tell them. And if it is, they tell you. And of course, if it is, you got to surrender it. Otherwise, as long as you don't have any felonies and you're legally allowed to own a firearm, you're good. And again, like some people pointed out, depending on your state, I can't speak for all 50 states. I can only speak in the ones I've found guns in. Virginia, North Carolina, Iowa. I think that's it. Let's see. Do you keep the gold? Oh, yeah, that's true. I do keep some gold jewelry. I do keep gold or silver. Well, silver, not even. So silver only if it's bullion. If it's pure like 0.999 silver, then yeah. Gold, I'll probably just keep it. Yeah, if I find any unit, I'll throw it up there just to do it. Let's see. It's boring, but it's really long and boring process. I know a lot of people are interested, but it's like when we're done filming a unit, so as we're filming, so say we're at what you're watching is me going through the unit and we're filming me. After I'm done going through a box, we set it aside and then we'll quickly refill it, and then David will take it out to the truck and load it up, that kind of thing. So it's moving, and then when we're all done, we all just work together and get it moved really quickly is how we do it. And then when we set it up, so like we usually bring our Sprinter van and our pickup truck. The pickup truck, we'll put everything that's going to go to the dump in as we're loading it. And then the Sprinter van, we'll usually cut it down the middle. And the left hand will be stuff that's going to go to our yard sale. And on the right-hand side will be stuff that's going to go to whatnot. So by the time we get home, it's just take the truck by the dump, get rid of all the trash, and then this half into the shed, this half into the garage, and get divvied up on the shelves. It's that simple. We don't really do much sorting at home. It's pretty much done at the facility most of the time. There's exceptions, of course. Like if we get a really big unit and I have to, pick it up and take it home, like the Barbie one, or like the one I bought last year with the welding tools and the gun safes, like that one, we pick it all up. Then we'll sort it at home. But for the majority of them, we do it all at the facility at the time. Will you ever open up giveaways to internet? All of our giveaways are open up to international. We've sent them out, tons out to international. So, yeah, there always have been. Dude, this right here. It is, and I feel like, why? Especially the kitchen stuff. I'm like, why is there so much kitchen stuff? Where do you even keep all this stuff? I feel like we have a pretty big kitchen with a lot of cabinets, and I'm like, I don't know where I would even be able to come close to keeping half of the stuff I find in storage units. But it's crazy how much kitchen stuff is in there. I swear to people, that's their whole house, man. That's their whole house. They have like a couple old dining room chairs, a room full of Christmas, and then the rest of the house is just freaking pans and pots and plastic kitchen stuff everywhere. That's what it is. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed through us. Thank you. Yeah, Nevada's good too. I never actually I know people that buy out there, and yeah, they're really good when it comes to that. Let's see. Well, thank you, and no, not at all. Not at all. Let's see. Please, how can I get in touch with you? I'm willing to buy my stuff back. What stuff? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Did I buy your unit? I get people saying that all the time. So if I really did and you're serious, honestly, I probably don't have much of it left. But to be honest with you, as a YouTuber, you got to understand we get people saying that like every day. So it's hard to, decipher what's real and what's not. Let's see. Most valuable vinyl record you ever found in a storage unit? It's one of those things I don't actually look them up, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. My brother sells them. Now my brother sells them. I used to just sell them in big stacks, but I give them to my brother. He pieces them out one by one on eBay. So that'd be a question for him. Need to check your recipe for the crispy chicken. Oh, what we made on Father's Day, we just use almond flour for the breading, and then just put a bunch of seasoning in it. Almond flour and put a bunch. There's a recipe if you Google. What I would use is a keto Popeyes copycat, because Popeyes has the best chicken skin. Let's be real here, like by far. And it tastes not as good, obviously, but pretty close. But it's with almond flour. So they go through the boxes again before you dump them. Yeah, well, to be honest, we go through them again at the facility usually. Like once we cut the camera, we'll go through and make sure nothing else in there. And then, yeah, they'll probably look through them again at the dump. But we usually do it at the facility. People just we got to keep the video flow moving fast. That's the problem. That's why a lot of people are like, you didn't dig through the bottom, or you didn't do this, or why didn't you clean it up? You make it a bigger mess for yourself. But what people don't get is like, if I did all that on video, I would be adding hours to my editing load to save, 20 minutes at the facility. So it's like us doing it off camera will take an extra 20 or 30 minutes. If I did it on video and then had to edit that footage in or out, that would take me an additional 2 or 3 hours. So it's like, that's the reason we do it the way we do it, is to make the, editing process easier, and then just not bring home trash. Obviously, I don't want to bring home garbage. That's a crazy question right there. It's one of those questions where it's like yes and no. You know what I mean? Because part of me, yes, I always believed I would make YouTube happen. And the other half of me is like, it's kind of surreal to be living it. Yes, it really is, because I've been thinking about it since I was a teenager. So it is kind of surreal. But at the same time, yeah, I mean, of course, I wouldn't have kept pursuing it if I didn't think it was possible. Let's see. Why do I do this for a living? Dude, $100 in profit. Oh, if only I could show you guys how much revenue we generate doing this. You'd be surprised. Does $100 in profit pay for this house? I'm 32 and I own my house outright with no mortgage, and it's a 7-figure house. Does it pay for that? Would that have been possible with the $100, dude? It pays very well. It pays very well. If you know how to do it right, you can make a lot of money. I have tons in my kitchen and pantry. I guess that my family was just different, man, because we never really had that much stuff. We had like a typical like cabinet growing up, a cabinet of like cups and plates, and then a couple counters of pans and pots, and like that was it. So that's what I'm accustomed to. And I go in storage units, it's just like box, all kitchen, all kitchen, all kitchen, all kitchen, all kitchen. I'm just like, how do you do this? How do you do this? Thank you, Johan. Are you closer to Richmond or DC? Now we're closer to Richmond. Where I grew up right outside of DC. I grew up in Alexandria. Like I was a 5 or 6 mile drive from the White House lawn. Like basically, if somebody's not from the area and they ask me where I'm from, I'll tell them DC because it's just easier to explain. But yeah, no, we live in Chesterfield, Virginia, like 30, 40 minutes outside of Richmond. Now, Pepsi's the GOAT, okay? Don't tell me you're a Coca-Cola fan in my chat. No, I'm joking. We like Coke fans and Pepsi fans, all alike. Thank you, Ryan. Pepsi's better than Coke. Let's go. What's up, TDK? Happy 4th of July. Let's go. And I'm excited for tomorrow. I've become quite addicted to your channel. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Let's go. Oh. If you're serious, I'm going to be honest with you. Like I said, everything, I don't know what unit this was because we buy like 3 or 4 a week. If you're dead serious, I don't have anything left from any units. But depending on what unit it is, make sure you call the facility because we always leave everything personal behind. You have to like refresh my memory if you're being serious here and tell me what unit it was. I'm not going to know it by like the facility. Like tell me what was in there and I could tell you what was left behind. But as far as what wasn't left behind, we move stuff like super fast. I mean, it's gone in like 3 or 4 days. But make sure every unit I buy pretty much call the facility because there's going to be personal stuff left behind. Anything like photo albums, baby items, those kind of things, we always leave it all behind at the facility if you're being serious. So definitely make sure you've contacted them because there's some units where I leave behind like hordes, a bunch. We leave behind every piece of it we find. If you're being serious, like I said, it's just, I'm not trying to like say you're not. It's just as a YouTuber, we get stuff like that all the time. Most of the time people are just trolling. So it's, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be like that. It's just, it's hard from our side. Let's see. You're calling dibs on the Pokemon unit? Dude, go ahead. I wouldn't touch that thing with a 10-foot pole. But if you get it, you better tell me how it goes. You better tell me how it goes. That's crazy. It's going to go for like, I bet you like $150,000. I mean, it still has a full month left. It's going to go for $150,000 plus fees, I bet. What's your brother up to now? Well, he does Jack from Locker Nuts. He's his full-time editor for him. And then he also sells online. And he also still makes music and stuff like that too. So he's got his whole thing, bunch of things going on. But yeah, he does all of Jack's editing as far as I know. You bought my unit. Which one? Can you tell me like which unit it, not like your name, but tell me what the unit looked like. Like I said, I buy a lot. And if you're talking about stuff I don't have nothing from any units because the only stuff I have left from any storage unit right now is one I bought 4 months ago. But if you're being serious, like I said, the facility should have all of the personal stuff. We're not allowed to keep it. It should be at the facility. I watched all their episodes too. You're talking about Auction Hunters, Alan Half and Ton Jones. Yeah, I've watched all their episodes too. I used to like them too a lot because I love Storage Wars too, but like in California, they obviously don't find many, guns and stuff like that. A lot of theirs was in Texas and other states where it was a lot more firearms and stuff, which I thought was cool. So I watched all their episodes too. I did. Yeah, exactly. If you're willing to work hard, this is a good paying gig. But I mean, you got to be willing to work overtime. Everybody always asks me, like, how often do you work a day? And I'm like, dude, anywhere from 0 hours to 20 hours, sometimes 24, somewhere between 0 and 24. It just depends. It's so all over the place. It's like, It's crazy. It's crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. You just have to be willing to jump on opportunities so fast. That's what it is. You kind of gotta have a really free schedule, and you gotta be willing to jump on an opportunity when it presents itself like quick. Like one of the two best skills you can master buying storage unit, freeing up your schedule and being patient, and yeah, jumping on opportunities, man. Those are the big ones. Those are the big ones. Let's see. Hey, thank you, Chef. Appreciate that. I live in the Netherlands. I think we've sent packages to the Netherlands before, but to be honest with you, you have to see if you can download the app. Like I don't have like a list of the countries they ship to, but what they always tell us to tell people is if you can download the Whatnot app and input your address, then that means we can ship to you. So like we don't have control over it, obviously. We just use it as a seller. So you got to go check it. But also pay attention to shipping because some people that buy overseas, they talk about how crazy the shipping can get. And as a seller, we don't get to control what they charge for shipping. Obviously, all we do is give them, weight and dimensions of the package. So what they charge, it can be crazy according to some of the overseas people. So pay attention to that. Moto Cats. Net, yeah. How can I buy sport cards from you? When we have them, we put them on Whatnot. So, yeah, everything we sell on, we don't sell anything that's not through Whatnot. We do everything online. All of our online sales are through Whatnot. Even Virginia, but Southwest Virginia closer to Tennessee. Okay, well, at least you're local Virginia. Let's go. I'm way behind on the chat. Holy crap. I might have to refresh this here in a second, guys. But yes, I see all the Pepsi comments. Gosh, that was like that long ago. I'm that far behind. Holy gosh. I always think that's so interesting. But yeah, from Norfolk, Virginia, we're about depending on traffic, about an hour, 50 minutes to 2.5 hours. Really, like right at 100 miles, pretty much right at 100 miles. And yeah, the scale of the U.S. is insane. That's why I always think it's interesting. Like a lot of people in Europe talk about how their gas prices are so much higher, but I don't think they understand like the scale of driving in the U.S. It's like we can drive across most entire European countries without even like going out of a state line here in the U.S. It's like until you've actually been here and driven it, the scale is insane. It really is. It is cool. Let's see. What do you guys do for fun? That's a good question. Well, I mean, I've always been a gamer. I love video games. I play video games a lot. Not much anymore, but like when the new UFC game dropped, I played through career mode. When GTA 6 drops, I'm going to be addicted to that. Sometimes I play RuneScape in the background when editing videos. We do that. But yeah, pretty much traveling. We hunt or fish sometimes on trip. David's a hunter. They hunt from there, but they live on like a bunch of land. So yeah, they always have deer meat. So they do that. But that's pretty much it. We watch a lot of YouTube too. Me and Amber watch YouTube at night pretty much every night once Burley goes to sleep. But that's it. I really do that's why a lot of people ask like, will you retire early or could I retire early? Yeah, but would I? No, I love this too much. Like there's nothing I've done in life, just went out and did that I find more fun than doing what we do. Like I genuinely love it to that extreme. It's just so much fun to me. So much fun. So it's like, could I? Yes. Would I? No. I love it too much. I'm the type of guy I can tell you right now, unless something drastically changes in the future, I'm the type of guy that's going to have to be like physically crippled to get me stop doing what I'm doing because I like it to that extreme. Boom. Thank you, Depster. Let's go. You have to learn about something. Yeah, you really do. But the thing is, nowadays, technology makes it so easy if you want to look stuff up. You can literally just take your phone and image search anything in 3 seconds and find out exactly what it is. You can even use an image search on eBay and then filter to sold. Technology has made this so easy. It's just amazingly easy. But I mean, the biggest category that I have an embarrassing amount of knowledge on now, Barbies. I think I have more knowledge on Barbies than most 32-year-old fathers. But yeah, that's it. I don't learn a lot, to be honest with you, because I put everything up on Whatnot. So it's kind of like no matter what its market value is, it doesn't really make any difference to us because we're going to put it up for auction. It's going to start at $1. Sometimes stuff goes for double market value. Sometimes stuff goes for 1% of market value. You know what I mean? It doesn't really make any difference to us. I'm going to auction it no matter what it is. So that's why I don't really pay much attention to it. Let's see. Do I have a glass eye? No. What kind of question is that? No. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Sammy. Yeah, I saw that unit. I watched that, Dev. It was pretty freaking crazy. But we had every single thing he had already. Are taxes and record keeping pain in your bit? If you kept track of it, probably. But we have an accountant. And the way she set it up is like, we have me and Amber's personal account, and then we have Treasure Hunting with Jebus' business account. So anything we do that's for the business, you put it on this card. Anything you do that's personal, you put it on this card. It makes it really simple. At the end of the day, it's money in versus money out, and it's all tracked on one account. So it's not really that difficult, no. But also, I'm not the one that manages it, so it's hard for me to say. We have an accountant. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. The overseas shipping could be extreme. It could be wildly extreme. Have I bought storage units in Rhode Island or Connecticut? Rhode Island? No, I didn't. I did buy one in Connecticut, and it kind of sucked. It was last year. That was only a really small one while we were traveling up in the Northeast. I bought it, and I actually ended up just leaving most of it behind because the owner called like after the same day we won it. After we left, they called us and said that, they wanted some stuff back. And I was like, literally, they can just have this back. Because like I don't even want to have to store it and take it home. So it was only like $150 unit. We ended up just leaving it behind. I think I kept like a bag out of it, a purse, and that was it. Have you and your wife thought about getting Dragon Ball tattoos? Have you seen my arm? Goku, Gohan. This arm right here has Goku and Chi-Chi. We have matching Goku and Chi-Chi right here. I have 3 already, and she has the Goku and Chi-Chi one. So we are already way ahead. Exactly, Lisa. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Let's see. The mattress and furniture. Yeah, I don't like furniture, dude. I really don't. That's what it's become now. That's really what it's become. It's become such a, like the opportunities out there. This is like, I hate to say this, but this is just my opinion. People can disagree. Feel free. I'm not trying to say this is factual. I'm trying to say this is my opinion. The opportunity to make money nowadays in this world we live in is everywhere. It's so available. It's just who's going to take it and who's not. People are in Goodwills. You can go in there, scan stuff on your phone and make more money flipping stuff from yard sales and buying on Whatnot and flipping on eBay than you can make at most 9-to-5s at home. It's just, do you have that in your head? And be honest with yourself. Like, do people really have that kind of discipline in their head? Nobody else is going to tell you need to do it. Nobody's going to tell you need to put this time in. No one's going to tell you how much you're going to make. It's all in your head. A lot of people don't like that risk. A lot of people don't enjoy it. They want the safety net of like, I'm guaranteed this per hour no matter what. And that's it. That's them. Everyone's different. To me, it's the opposite. I don't like not living in a risky world. I love the thrill. I love the risk. And I love the unlimited potential. Like being limited to capped at a salary. No way, dude. I love the craziness. It's just different people's brains work in different ways, and nobody's right or wrong, dude. The world needs all kinds, but different people, different ways. Nice, TDK. Nice. I just found me a nice shotgun this week, too. It's been a little while, but yeah, I found me a nice shotgun. Florida's another great state when it comes to guns. There's a lot down there, and they have some of the best laws, too. So I love Florida. I always said between Florida and Texas, if it wasn't for y'all's extreme weather, that's probably where we would have moved, either to Florida or either to Texas. But I can't do their weather. I can't do it. I would not want to live there permanently. But other than the weather, those are probably 2 of my favorite states as far as their laws and everything else goes, and the amount of units up all the time. Those are probably my 2 favorite states in the country, but I just can't do the weather. Even though this year, Virginia has been hotter than like anywhere. Like today is 117 degrees. The other day it was up to 124 with the heat index. And I'm like, what is this? What is this? It's crazy. Do you have a storage unit yourself? No. Well, I mean, technically right now, the one with all the mouse crap in it, I rented it and I can't bring myself to go back to it. So technically I'm still renting that one, but no, I don't actually keep one with my stuff in it. No. But I have to like get myself mentally just to go do it. I don't want to do it, man. I don't want to do it. Let's see. Any in Massachusetts? Yeah, we bought 2 in Massachusetts last year as well. They were both, one of them sucked and one of them was like, okay. Again, it was 2 small units. We were just traveling. We were only buying, small ones because we didn't have a giant van yet. But one of them was okay and one of them sucked. We bought 2 at the same facility just so we can do like a video, my storage unit versus Amber storage unit kind of video. But yeah, it was one of them I kind of expected to be garbage. One of them had a safe, so you know how I am with safes. And the safe had like a bunch of old phones in it. So I don't know. It was weird. So how did we come up with this experience? When we were in California, we were just selling, we were having yard sales just to get rid of stuff and doing flea markets just to get rid of stuff. And by the end, by like an hour or two in, I was already just ready to go. So at that point, I would just put everything at $1 anyway. Then one time we went to the flea market, we were just like, we should just come here and put everything for $1 from the get-go. Like not even try to price it. Let's just sell it all at $1. And we got there, put it all at $1, and we were done in like 40 minutes. And I was like, what the heck? This is crazy. So I was like, what if we do this on a yard sale now? And we did it on a yard sale, and the crowds just keep getting bigger and bigger. And it was just literally one time just us being lazy in California at the flea market. That's how it started. And now it's turned into like this big event where people come from all over the country. It's crazy when I talk to people out here. Like, we'll have people come from, Carolinas every time, New York, New Jersey, Ohio, all over the country to come to the yard sales. It's so cool. It's pretty wild. Yeah, I see a lot of the Northeast is in general. Let's go. Hopefully your buddy Stalker's doing it, man. I always hope they're all doing good. I always hope they're all doing good. Like I said, we've had nothing but good fun and a good experience with all our guys, all three of the big channels in California, Alex, Pirate, and Jack. Nothing but good experiences, nothing but good things to say about all those dudes. They've been nothing but fun since the day we met them. What is the TNT on Amber's hand? It's something her grandpa had before he passed away. So she kind of got it to just as a remembrance piece. Feels like Temple. Yeah, dude, it's just been brutal this week. Like I said, Virginia, usually we cap out at like 103, 104, but the last few days it's been between 115 and 124 at the heat index. And it's like, I don't even want to go outside in this, yet alone clean out a unit. This is just disgusting. Disgusting. You know what I mean? It's just way too much. It's really bad. That's probably what we're going to end up doing, honestly, Denise. I'm probably just going to call one of the junk removal companies we work with and just be done with it. So part of me wants to dig a little bit more. I can't lie to you. I really do. There's part of me that thinks that like there's got to be something hidden in there. But the other half of me is like, I really don't want to touch it no more. But I don't know. Any storage units in South Carolina or South California? Sorry. Only one. And it was so funny because this was like 3 years ago. We did a series. So we went to LA for like a YouTube conference called Creator Summit or something where a bunch of YouTubers, get together and talk about strategies and things like that. So that was our intention. And one of the speakers there was Ryan Trahan. And that was right after he did his Penny series. And he was talking about how to make an impact. So that's when we came up with the idea to travel from California back to Virginia, buy a storage unit in each state as we go, and then donate all the money we make to St. Jude's. And the first, we started in California. So I bought a storage unit in LA, right? It was all garbage, like just horrible garbage, except in the pocket of one of the jackets was a little thing, like a little cloth thing. Like I want to say 9 or 10 silver dollars in there. This was back when silver was only like, $30 an ounce or so. So it wasn't like super crazy, but it was still wild. And that was the only experience I ever had buying in LA. It was a 5x10, 99% garbage. I left with an old guitar that was worth like $30 and a handful of silver dollars. Everything else went straight to the dump. It was horrible. But that's how it started, man. That's how it started. Let's see. Hey. Thank you, Pamela. Not trying to be a B2. I don't know the numbers. I'm not trying to like ignore you. I don't know the numbers. Like, try to refresh my mind. When I opened it up, what did it look like in there? Like, what was like a feature standing out of it? And I can tell you, what was left behind. I don't know them by numbers, unfortunately. We get too many. Like I said, we buy anywhere from, 15, 20 units a month. So it's really hard for me to, remember it by the number. I'd have to go through all the invoices, which I have saved somewhere. But if you can refresh me what it looked like when I opened it, like what was something that makes it stand out, I could tell you. Let's see. Yeah, it's been like that. The whole East Coast has been horrible. Did you ever imagine when you started this would be your life? Again, it's so hard to say, man, because like I had a unrealistic confidence in my ability to do this. So part of it was yes. Then the other part of it was like, it took so many years to really like get it going. At some points, of course, you start to just be like, am I wasting my time? But it worked at the end of the day. So it's like, of course I did believe in it, but it took a long time to get to the point where we're at now. So yeah, yes and no. Best way to answer that question. Any storage units in Alaska? No, I've never been to Alaska yet. Never been to Alaska and Hawaii. Those are the only two states we haven't been to yet. Does it bother you having so many people know where you live? To be honest with you, no, because the internet, like most people are just unaware how easy it is. Like I just based on you, I'm not trying to creep anybody out here, but based on like just your names and profile pictures, I bet you within 3 minutes I can find your address, your phone number, where you work at, what vehicles you own, and everything. It's so easy to do nowadays. If somebody wants to find you, they'll find you. It's so easy to do. You guys see how I do it when I buy storage units. I can literally find a shipping label on a box, and that's it. That's all I need. I'll find out where they live. I'll find out where they work. I'll find out their entire criminal history. I know if they have any bankruptcies. I can find what family members are still alive, what coworkers they have. It's so easy to do with software nowadays. So my theory is if somebody wanted to find me, they can find me. So at the end of the day, I'm not hurting anybody. Thank you, Poison. Let's see. How much of Storage Wars was shown? What do you mean how much of Storage Wars was shown? I don't know what you mean by that. Wicker chair, chew bed. Oh, the hockey. So the one with the hockey stuff in it. The hockey stuff. Oh, okay. I think I know which one you're talking about. We left a lot of stuff at that facility. Have you gone back and talked to them? I know which one you're talking about. All this stuff that wasn't left behind. No, like everything is gone at this point. But we left a lot of baby stuff, a lot of pictures, a lot of photo albums, a lot of stuff like that was left behind at that unit. So definitely make sure they give it to you because they told us specifically to leave all that stuff in the unit, and we did. So if they didn't give it to you, you might have a little case against that facility because we left a lot in that unit, a lot. So if you're serious and they didn't give you that, then yeah, you might have a little case because you can have. I don't think I have video. I was about to say I might have video evidence of what I left behind, but I don't know if I do. But I can look at some point. But if they didn't give you everything, you better call them out because we left a lot of stuff in that unit. Bidding on a unit right now. Nice, TDK. Hope you win. Hopefully it's good before you win. Let's see. Best gun you found in a storage unit. M1 Garand, baby. M1 Garand and FAL. Let's see. It's enjoyable watching growth. Thank you. Don't understand the mouse phobia. Did I grow up in I didn't grow up with mice in my house, if that's what you're asking. Diseases. I'm not a fan of being sick. I don't know how to answer that, man. I don't want to sound sarcastic here, but I don't want to be, they're disgusting and they bite and they have a lot of diseases. Do you go on Storage Treasures and purchase online? Yeah, most of I'd say like 80% of the units we buy are through Storage Treasures nowadays, but it depends on your location. Like they pretty much own all the big companies. Every Public Storage, every Extra Space, every CubeSmart nowadays goes through Storage Treasures. So there's other sites, but those other sites are mostly with the smaller companies. So it depends on what's around where you live. You talking about the most recent one? I showed in a video. I found in his Mac, I found his not SD card, flash drive, or was it an SD card? I don't remember. I put it in the video. I didn't play his music because I didn't want to get copyright struck. I didn't know how big the guy had gotten. But yeah, I found his little thing where I listened to it. It wasn't bad. He had a lot of beats. He had a lot of music on there and everything. Yeah, that was crazy. Let's see. Hope no one shows up. That would be so dude. If somebody shows up to our house uninvited, it's not a good idea. I'm very upfront. I'm a friendly guy on the internet, but at the end of the day, my family lives here. And if I don't know somebody, and they show up to my house, you're going to get hurt. Nicest way to put it. Let's see. How much was cut out for a 20? You're talking about the most recent video. So actually filming, not long. I think maybe 3 or 4 minutes. But like how long are we actually there that day? About 2 hours and some change. Because obviously I'm not going to film the, diving and looking in the boxes again. I'm not going to film the moving the boxes, loading the vehicles, that kind of thing. So I only filmed about 23 minutes worth of footage and I cut 3 minutes out. So not long. We had photo albums. Oh no, see, there's more than that in there. We definitely left more than that in there because it was a lot. I mean, it was a whole. Did they let you go to the unit because it was stacked like to the ceiling in the back left corner, stacked to the ceiling. Then right next to it, stacked about halfway up as well of all totes and pictures and stuff like that. I know there was more than photo albums. Like there was baby blankets and papers and stuff like. There was definitely more than that for sure. 100%. So yeah, they definitely should have had more than that because we left it behind. Like I mean, obviously most people aren't familiar with the auction process. So as buyers, they tell us to leave it in, either bring it to the office or leave it in the unit, personal stuff. Usually they just want pictures, but we try to leave everything. I literally try to sneak stuff in there. Like if they tell me pictures only, like this facility did, I will literally take like a tote that has photos, lift the photos out, put like say baby blankets, baby rattles, that kind of thing in there and cover it up with photos and pictures just to try to, sneak it back in there without them getting mad. Because some facilities are douchebags, like straight up just douchebags. I've had one in California where I left the guy like 7 totes worth of stuff and they didn't even give it back to him. They threw it away. It's just, some of them are douches straight up. And I don't like, personally, I don't like that facility anyway. Like people that work there get on my nerves. So yeah, if there was just that there, then yeah, that something definitely happened there because there was like stacked to the ceiling a row and a half. Let's see. Oh, your birthday tomorrow? If it is, happy early birthday, a potato launcher. Nice. No, they really don't have. U-Haul was the last one doing live auctions around here like consistently, and they went to Locker Fox last month or the month before, like sometime this year. So literally, we have none at all. Military uniforms. No, I don't. I think all the military uniforms that had names on them and stuff, we left them there with the photo albums because there was like 3 or 4 of them in there that had the names on there. We left them behind. And there was, like I said, also like a baby blanket and some other baby stuff I remember that was left behind too. So if they only gave you photo albums and you're being serious, then yeah, somebody went in there because we can't do anything after. Once we're done cleaning it out, our gate code expires. So we'd have no more access to the facility at that point after our, clean out time. So if somebody did something after that, you better tell them to check the cameras if they try to tell you they didn't do it. Boom. That's awesome, Static. How often do you think you find a storage unit? You find over 3K cash. I bought 800, 900 storage units and it's happened twice. So whatever the percentage is, 2 out of 800, like 0.5, I guess. Or not even, no, 0.2. 0.25 is what it would be, right? 0.25. Yeah, see, that's exactly why I don't reach out to people. And I'm not speaking to this person in general, but in California, I had somebody threaten to come shoot up our house. So it's like at that point, I understand people lose stuff, but I can't put my people, my family in danger. That's why I don't reach out to people. I leave it to the facility, even though most people are probably going to be chill. Like the guy I talked to before from California, he was super chill. And I wish there was a way to could have, dealt with it. And it kind of made me mad. But at the end of the day, like I'm not going to be, after getting threatened to get shot, your opinion kind of changes, right? And you're kind of just like, maybe I shouldn't talk to people. Hold on, let me see. All right, where am I at now? Let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's 5. It's not hard, dude. That public records are so easy to get to. So easy to get to. Let's see. Thank you, MotoCat. Let's go. See, that already tells me somebody went in there because they told us specifically not to put it in the office, to leave it in the unit. So I don't know what they did with the rest of the stuff. That's the kind of stuff that makes me irritated, man. That's the kind of stuff that gets me annoyed with these facilities because why do you even ask if you're just going to be a douche about it and like not give back what people leave behind anyway? But yeah, there was multiple military uniforms. There was the baby blankets and all kinds of other stuff more than just photo albums. Oh yeah, Christine. It really was. It was awesome. it was such an experience. It's like I always say, though, the problem with units like that is you're forever in eternity chasing the dragon. Like anytime I see stuff that looks new now, dude, I'm looking for it. I'm buying it and I'm taking the risk. And half the time it ends up with garbage, just like gun safes. I bought units with gun safes like 50 times. 48 out of 50 times, you just probably waste $2,000 on busting open an empty piece of metal, or it has like 3 bullets in it or something stupid like that. But once you've hit like full ones, that thrill and that adrenaline rush is an addiction like no other. You have no idea that addiction. No idea. Let's see. What's up, Linda? Yes, we do ship to Canada. Yes. We ship to Canada pretty much every Whatnot show, I'd say. Yeah, that was a cool one too. That was pretty cool. What's up, Arizona Storage Raiders? Let's go. Let's see. No, we keep, like I said, very, very little. We're with kind of, like I said, opposite of hoarders when it comes to storage units. Yeah, I try my best. And like some of these facilities are so strict on their policies. Like when they say photos left, like that's all they want. If you leave anything else behind, they will just throw it away. And I'm like, I cannot throw away like a baby's first blanket. Like, how do you throw that away? Like, you are the scum of the earth, straight up, like the scum of the earth, if you can throw something like that away. But that's why I try to literally hide stuff. Like, I can't tell you, like this, I've just talked about in particular. I will literally take photo albums and I will bury the stuff at the bottom under a bunch of photos, hoping that they just don't look in there, don't go through it. That's my strategy. But sometimes apparently they're douches even when you try. It's hard. It's hard. Nastiest thing you found? Oh, definitely the turtle unit. I bought like 7 years ago. Somebody stored their pet turtle, and it pooped all over its cage and it died. So when we got there, we bought it online. As soon as they opened the door, the smell was awful. And yet, dead turtle covered in his own poop in the unit. And I reported that guy too. I reported him. I hope he went to prison. How did you and Amber meet? We've always known each other because my mom and her mom were friends in high school. So we kind of always knew each other growing up. I really enjoy watching. Thank you. Do you still profit? Yeah, if you once you monetize a video on YouTube, it doesn't matter if it was put out yesterday or a decade ago, you're still getting paid for it. It doesn't matter. So absolutely yes. The tarp, dude, the tarp unit. It's crazy, right? Hello, Lisa in Denmark. Let's go. Just started thanks to you. Hey, let's go. I had the same problem when I was traveling in the Northeast. I couldn't find a lot of units up there. There really weren't many. And a lot of them were huge when I did find them. So like we were traveling, I couldn't do like a 10 by 20 or a 10 by 30, right? I needed something small and I just couldn't find many. Let's see. Not really, Casey. You talk about the gun unit. I saw that happy dance. That was how I felt. As a comic collector, one of the most expensive books. To be honest with you, dude, I don't look through them anymore. When I used to, like when I first started, before we got our social media side to take off as much as it did, I would go through every book. And the most expensive one I pulled was Amazing Spider-Man 300, the red cover one. I think I sold it for like $400. It was in really good condition too, for like $400. But like the $18,000 unit, I don't even look through them. I just put 10 in a stack and I sell them just like that. So I have no idea if the book I'm selling is worth 25 cents or 25K. I just go just like that. Did you by any chance take a photo? I don't think so. That's what I was just saying. I wish I did, but I don't think I did because that day was really, really hot that day we were working there. Hold on a second. I'm going to look at the video in a second and see if I, by any chance, I'm honestly, I don't think so, but I'm going to look. Hold on one second. Let me try to find where the freaking video is, man. Where's the freaking video? This one. Hold on. No, I didn't. I should have. Like I said, we had a kind of a beef with that facility, so I kind of wanted to get out of there too. Like they have a stupid policy that makes it really hard for us to get in and out too. And like I may have kind of cussed out one of the guys on the phone when we were dealing with them. So it was already like a not friendly thing, the best way to put it. Like I said, I really don't like that company. That I always have issues with them. So like, I'm sorry it happened, but it doesn't surprise me. They seem like major a-holes. They really do. Every time I've dealt with them, I've had issues with them every single time. I couldn't get nobody to respond to my calls for like the entire day. So at a certain point, I got so annoyed that they wouldn't reply to me. I spam text that phone number like 150 times just to finally get a call back. At that point, we were all already, furious because we're already wasting our time. We have employees that we're paying. We're just sitting around and waiting for them. I don't like them. Straight up, I don't like them. So if they did that, yeah, you should. I really wish I had freaking something to just show so you'd be able to show them. But no, it was a lot. It was a lot of stuff. It was just a few photo albums, and they definitely either kept it or trashed it 100%. That's kind of frustrating, man. It's really frustrating, actually. No, it's definitely true, TDK. I found that just like with money, for example, I always tell people I always look in wallets. You find more money in like the trash bag than you would in a wallet. I feel like a wallet is the least common place to find money in a storage unit. No, I wish they got all of it to you. Like I said, I hate when this kind of stuff happens. I really do. This is like the annoying part of the business. It really is. But yeah, I wish they could get all the rest of it there because I know it was a lot more than photo albums. And that just kind of makes me even more mad. It really does. Because like I said, we took the time to sort the stuff. We spend like an hour to sort through every little box and take any little photo, any little personalized this, personalized that, anything like that to separate it. And then they do some crap like that. That's why I get annoyed with the storage facilities, dude. I get really, really annoyed with the storage facilities because they really get on my nerves. They do stuff like that all the time. Oh, gosh, TDK. I'm not even the one bidding, and that's already giving me a head. That is how you get me to 0 to 100 so quick. I get so annoyed at that. So annoyed. I'm just like, why do you do this? You're just wasting more of your time and lowering your chances of getting it. I don't get it. Shouldn't your strategy be to make as much money in as little time as possible, not make as little money in as much time as possible? It should be the opposite. Yeah, but like I said, I hate those people, but at the same time, one of my best units I bought last year, I wouldn't have won if it wasn't for somebody doing that. It was remember the storage unit I bought with all the Legos, sealed Star Wars Legos in it? I put my cap at $1,600 and I wasn't going to go above it. But literally, somebody from $1,200 to $1,600 for 2 hours straight, every time it got down to like 20 seconds, would bid $10 all the way. At that point, I was like, okay, I'm done. I just put like a super high bid in. And the only reason I kept going and won is because that guy was being a douche. If he wasn't being a douche, I would have backed out. I would have lost it at $1,600. So part of me is like, I need to thank these guys because they gave me one of my biggest wins ever. The other half of me is like, you really do still annoy me. Let's see. Gary, it was a Browning. Actually, it was an older Browning, but actually really good condition. It was actually really nice. We won. Hey, let's go. Nice. Now I have 7 to clean out. Whew. I didn't get a single one this year. Oh, you bought the PLL. Well, what I would have done if I was going to sell them is just listed on eBay, for example. If you list something like that, you can put the quantity you have. So you literally only have to make one listing. And they're selling the youth ones on their website for $35. So if I was doing it, I'm trying to move it fast, I would put it way low at like $20 and put quantity 25 and just let it, and boom, and just that's it. Let it sit. That's how I would do it. It depends if you want to sell them faster, sell them cheaper. If you want to make, the most amount of money, put them higher and let them sit. It just depends on, how you want to do it. Hey, nice, Robert. Let's go. Yeah, I know. But it annoys me, man. It annoys me because it's like they ask us to do this. Like, why do you even ask us to leave the stuff behind for people if you're just gonna like take the time to trash it? Like, what's the purpose? What do you get out of it? You know what I mean? I just don't get it. Let's see. Someone working on the unit doing the selling. Yeah. Sad to see the PLL unit go. No, just the video did really good. I mean, we've sold the stuff so cheap. Like usually I say we'll sell stuff for 20 or 30% of retail. I'd say on that unit, we're averaging like 2 to 4% of retail. I mean, it is just super low. Super, super, super low. But it was just so much that it didn't matter. Like I bet you we still sold like, I don't know, $10,000, $15,000 out of it, and I only paid $1,700 for it. And if I took the time to list it on eBay, I guarantee you we could have did, I don't even know, 75 to 100,000 easy. And that's selling it cheap. If you didn't care about time and you just wanted to let it sit there, I think you could have easily done 6 figures on it. Easy, easy, easy. They didn't want to pay for it. Let's just put it like that. They didn't want to pay for it. That's what it was. They were interested in taking it back, but not for money. Yeah. Let's see. Have you ever found a real antique things to sell? I don't know. Not that I could think of, because like I said, we just sell it all and whatnot. I don't take the time to look through it like most people do. I blow things out so quickly. It's just insane. Like I said, if something from a unit's in my house a week later, then I'm moving too slow in my eyes. Literally, like if I buy this unit today on Friday, I'll have that stuff sold on Tuesday or maybe Wednesday at the latest. It's gone within a week. I just get stuff boom, 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 just gone fast. That's because we just buy so many. I need it to go super fast. What's up, Rhonda? Checking in from Texas. Let's go, Barbara. Thank you. What did you do before you started buying storage units? Oh, dude, I worked like 10 jobs. I was the type of guy that couldn't halt a job for more than a couple months. The longest I worked at any normal job was at Toyota, and that was a year and some change. And the only reason I didn't get fired from there is because my dad worked there for like, before he passed away, like over 20 years. I mean, he was like so everybody knew him, like, knew him. He worked there for over 20 years. So that's genuinely, in my eyes, the only reason I didn't get fired from there any quicker. I said, I'm a good worker for myself. I'm a terrible employee. Terrible, 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 terrible. I don't take orders well. I don't listen to people well. And I don't work in other people's directions very well. I got fired from so many places because it's like, I'm just straight up honest with people. I'm like, I don't feel like doing that. And they're like, you have to do this. I'm like, you're not going to tell me what I have to do, buddy. I don't care. They're like, you're going to lose your job. Okay, bye. I don't care. Like I said, I'm definitely a horrible employee. I'm a great business owner. I'm a horrible employee. That last short, dude, that tarp was insane. Absolutely insane. Kenna, thank you. And agree with Bart. Hit the like button. Let's go. Checking in from Arizona. What's up, Matthew? Let's see. I received my shirt today. Hey, awesome, Penny. Glad you got it. Have you ever have anything that doesn't sell or whatnot? Listen to no, dude. If it doesn't sell, I'd say we sell 99.9%. Sometimes we have something that doesn't sell. If it doesn't sell, I'll just throw it out of the yard. I don't even try to sell it again. I'm just like out here. What's up, Sarah in the UK? Do you have to get a yard sale permit here? Nope. Here it's up to 3 times a year. You can do it without nothing. And that's why we always do it, 2 or 3 times a year. What does THW mean? Treasure hunting with. Are you talking about our whatnot name? Yeah, treasure hunting with Jebus was too long, so I had to think of a way to shorten it. THW Jebus, just treasure hunting with Jebus. Let's see. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah. Hey, I'm an honest guy. Even if it's not what people want to hear, I'm an honest guy. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we don't have messages on because, like I said earlier, we get a lot of crazy people trying to message us. So it's kind of nearly impossible to get a hold of us, not to because of people like you, but because of the crazy people, right? When you're on YouTube, people are wild. And like I said, I get people every day telling me, this is mine, that was mine. You need to give me this. You need to give me that. So it's kind of just something we had to do for our own protection. It's not for the real people. If you're, like I said, at this point, I know you're not lying to me. So that's why I'm trying to talk and help you. But you just got to understand from our side, we get some crazy people, some really crazy people. So it's just kind of we got to look out for our own self kind of thing. But yeah, it kind of makes me mad. I feel bad now because like I said, I already don't like that. I already didn't like that facility before talking to you. Now I really don't like that facility. What's up, Matthew? Hanging out. Sometimes you have to be your own boss. I'm definitely that person. I don't work well under others. I have a way to do it in my head. I'm going to do it that way. If somebody doesn't like it, that's cool. Don't care. Didn't ask. Doing it my way. Straight up. Like, that's just how I am when it comes to running my own thing. Some people are like that. Some people are not. Like I said earlier, man, the world needs all types. We need all types. That's just the way my brain functions. The wood blocks that you were going to put at the yard sale made by artesian. Oh, wow. To be honest with you, I don't even remember which one you're talking about. We get, like I said, we get so many units. It's so hard to remember. But I wish I knew what you were talking about. I can't remember off the top of my head. Let's see. What's up, Katie? Can you survive on the things you buy? I mean, just buying and selling. If we just did buying and selling, we would still be okay. But obviously, no. Like, if you take into consideration every item we've sold this year, like every platform, every item, every yard sale, plus what we get paid through sponsors, it still doesn't. It's not maybe half of what we earn through YouTube revenue. YouTube, like social media, is our main, thing. It's definitely the main thing. It's definitely the biggest chunk of our revenue. And I don't try to hide it. I don't try to pretend. Like some people want to act like they don't make money on social media. I'm not the guy that pretends. I'm honest. That's where I put my energy in the most. Let's see. Everything about buying Amazon pallets. I thought about it, but to be honest with you, it's like, no, because I've done it before in the past and the videos have done okay, but it's just not as fun to me because it's not like I'm looking for the crazy things. Like that's just, if you're just a flipper, I think they're great. But for me, I'm looking for like I found the gold, I found the gun, I found the, old knife, that kind of stuff that you're not going to find in a pallet. I'm looking for the holy crap things, the 50-year-old comic, the Pokemon cards, the kind of stuff like that you're not going to find in a pallet. So it's just not as exciting to me. Do you get a lot of gold? A lot? No, but do we find gold? Yeah, pretty cool. I mean, I haven't kept it before. Like when we were traveling, when we bought a unit in California, I sold a lot of gold and silver. But if I'm at home and I find like a jewelry or something, I will keep gold and silver. But otherwise, no. Like rings, for example, I don't keep. I'm really looking for weight. I don't keep jewelry because I like jewelry. I'm just looking for gold weight. So like rings, I don't care if it's gold. I'll just sell them. But, like a big chain or something, yeah, I'd keep it. Hey, thank you, Simply. Yeah, we try to do it. Like I said, when I first got into Whatnot, I basically went into it as a buyer, and I went into a lot of shows. And this is how I just approach things. And I'm like, as a buyer, what's annoying to me, right? Like when I go into shows and I don't have no idea what they're selling, and I got to sit around and wait and ask, and then they don't know, they don't answer you, then they got to look, and it's slow. It's just like, it drove me crazy. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go in there, see what the problem is in the market, and we're going to do ours fixing that problem. And that was the way we did it. So it takes a little more effort, I think, but it just makes it run so much smoother that it's like I wouldn't do it no other way at this point. I've gotten so accustomed to it that there's just no way I could do it another way. You heard that, young man. All right, hit that like button. Let's go. Michael, what's up? What's your best Whatnot show and from what unit? Actually, like single Whatnot show, because you guys know usually we only sell 96 items. So it's like compared to some of these big sellers that are selling, 300, 400, 500 lots in a day, it's not going to be crazy. But honestly, our best one single show was in California on the road trip. The unit I was just weirdly enough talking about when I said I found a bunch of that gold and a lot of gold rings, a lot of silver rings and all that stuff. That show did 21K in one night, which is insane. That was our best one ever. But that was also unusual because, like I said, we sold like 200 items that night. Usually we sell 96 and cap out. But that was our best single show. And that unit costs under 2K after fees. I think it was like $1,600 or $1,700 after taxes and fees. So that was nice. If only they could all be like that. If only they could all be like that. Hello, what's up, Stephanie? When you come across military medal insignia, which platform do you sell? If it's personalized, I leave them behind with the pictures. Like if it has somebody's name on it, for example, or it has a specific award, then we try to leave them behind for them to get back. But if it's just like a kind of more generic thing, I'll put it on Whatnot. It just depends on, what it is. It's hard to say. I won't sell anything that's got somebody's name on it. Like if it's, award made out to this person, then I'm going to leave it behind every time. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I can't consider myself a celebrity. I don't know. I feel like such a normal guy. I mean, yes, I know a lot of people watch this, but it's like, I'm just a YouTuber, man. I'm just a YouTuber. What's up, Maggie? Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Let's go. Made it from England. Hey. I agree, Ruth. I agree. But some people just don't like it's stressful. It is. And like I understand where other people are coming from. They don't want to do it because like it does take a lot of stress. And like when you work under somebody, you don't have to think about it really. You know what I mean? It's like when you clock out, your brain can turn off. When you're running your own thing, it never turns off. It's going 24/7 all day, every day. And it's true. Like there's positives and negatives to both sides. I just personally could not live the other way. But I get why some people would choose to. Let's see. Dang, nice. Open. Let's see. Try to live in Denmark. I would like to visit Denmark. I want to go to a lot of other countries when Broly gets older. Let's see. I don't do, yeah, no, I'm the same way, man. This chat is flying right now. Let's see. Box is empty, no train. God, I wish I remembered Gary. I feel stupid sometimes, but it's just so many. It's so many. You know, he is like he wants to be involved in everything now, and it makes it so much more fun. Like our Dragon Ball channel, we have a channel that's just for Dragon Ball stuff. He helped me do some of the unboxing on the end of the video that I'm hopefully going to put out tomorrow if I finish it tonight. We'll see. But yeah, he like especially anything Dragon Ball related. He's like super addicted to everything Dragon Ball now, which is like the coolest thing ever as a dad. I'm like, yes, let's go. Well, thank you again, Ellen. It was one of the craziest ones. Let's go. It really was. No, I definitely get excited over guns because they're just expensive. So many people are like that aren't in, they don't collect firearms or they don't go out target shooting. They don't realize how expensive like ammo and guns are. So it's like when you find them in a unit, I'm like, yeah, now I can go fire at whatever, a 30-06, and now I don't have to pay for it. And I have the ammo in there too. That's like a lot of money saved. Rob, I'm going to be honest here. This is my opinion right now. Hold me to it. If I'm wrong, I'll say it. I don't even think it's going to be competitive. I think Max is going to dog walk him, and he's going to get him out of there within 2 rounds. I don't even think it's going to be close. And I might be biased because I'll be honest with you. Max Holloway is probably my favorite fighter on the roster right now. So maybe I'm biased, but I think Max is going to destroy him, and I don't think it's going to be competitive. I really don't. You never see people come back from those kind of long layoffs like that and look like their self. They're always a shell of their self. So especially after coming back from like the injury, the broken leg after the Poirier fight, I don't see it, man. I don't see it. Hope I'm wrong. I hope it's a fun back and forth, brawl, but I see Max putting them away easily. Hey, well, thank you. And yes, every like helps. Let's go. Yeah, that makes up most of them. That makes up most of them. Oh, we're going to go shoot off, as long as it doesn't rain. It might thunderstorm tomorrow, but as long as it doesn't thunderstorm, we're going to go shoot off fireworks and shoot some guns and eat some food tomorrow at my mom and David's house. Let's see, where are we at? Oh, whoa, okay. I'm so far behind. Man, I feel like I can't keep up. Where are we at? What you do for the kids at Christmas time is awesome. Hey, thank you so much. That's the whole story behind that was so you guys that don't know my family personally, obviously. My grandmother, I grew up really close to her. She passed away in 2018. We were really just getting, YouTube kind of off the ground, but not really, like nowhere near enough to like survive off of it, obviously. But we watched a video, like the last like year or so of her life, she lived with me and my mom and our family because she needed help all the time, right? So like we used to watch YouTube at night all the time. And we watched somebody do it, something similar, but at like a Dollar General or something. It wasn't even Mr. Beast. This is pre-Mr. Beast. I don't even remember who it was or who did it. But I remember we watched it one night and we were like, we're going to be able to do that one day. I promise, like, we're going to be able to do this one day, 100%. But I want to do it at a bigger scale. And now we've done it 4 times. 4 times in a row. Let's go. Thank you, Matthew. I enjoyed that podcast. I really enjoy podcasts. I really do. Like I said, I wish there was more people that did podcasts within our little niche here because I really do enjoy podcasts. 5 totes. Yeah, see, that's kind of frustrating. That is kind of frustrating. The only thing that I think we may have put in our shed for the yard sale from that unit is not going to be personal. I think it was like the thing that had the hockey sticks in it. For example, like the big hockey sticks, like the little, what's it called? It was like a basket that had hockey sticks in it. I think that might be the only thing that was here, like kept, that would still be here from that. Which Yeah, if you want the hockey sticks, feel free to. You can have the hockey sticks. We don't need them. But I think that's the only thing that we have, unfortunately. Thank you, Lisa. Let's see. So this is so back and forth. Like it depends on the state. Some states say that they're allowed to straight up inventory them, and some states say you're not allowed to step in there at all. So it just depends on where you live. I won't buy a unit if they open the boxes. I don't care if they open the boxes and there's like gold bars and guns and the Holy Grail. I won't buy it. I know a lot of people are like me, and a lot of people like the way when they do that, because then there's not as much as a gamble, right? You can see what's in there and you can see what it's worth, and you're not taking as much of a chance. So it depends on how you want to do it. But for me, I won't touch them. I won't touch them. No, they won't ever tell us. So the facility is not allowed to give us their contact information or give them our contact information. They're not allowed to. They have to play the mediator, basically. They have to. They're not allowed to, like, it's illegal, I think, in most states for them to give each other the, information. No, I haven't seen that, but that sounds awesome. You always get some good units up there, too. Yeah, this heat, man. This heat just makes me want to stay inside all the time. Let's see. Well, thank you, Matthew. Let's go. Have you ever sold mystery boxes on buy now? No, they won't let you no more. You're not allowed to sell anything as a mystery. Like, you have to show it. Like, you can sell something as like unlooked. Like, I could sell, like, I say, a box of cards and say this is unlooked through. Or, for example, the jewelry bags. Like, yeah, these are unlooked through, but you got to, like, show it. You can't sell like a box where you can't see what's in there. It's stupid. It would be fun, right? Because I would, especially as someone that buys storage units, man, the amount of stuff we get, and you know how many mystery boxes we'd be able to make? It would be so fun, actually, but they won't let us do it. Let's see. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Madeline. Do I like Monster? Are you talking about the energy drinks? No, I hate energy drinks. I can't stand them. Ugh, I can't stand them. I really can't. Let's see. Thank you, Marilyn. Yeah, see, I don't like that either. Like, I think in their head, they're like, oh, if I show it better, then more people are going to be willing to bid. And maybe some people are willing to bid. There's a difference between, like, storage buyers and your typical resellers, right? Because your typical resellers want to know exactly what they're getting, and they want to know what their potential margin is. And it's a different kind of reselling than somebody that buys units. Like, people that buy storage units are basically just glorified gamblers. Like, let's be real. We have no idea. We're just going in gambling. So, I mean, I guess like that, when there's so many of the same exact thing, they're assuming that whoever's going to buy it's going to be more of a typical reseller, because there's not really like YouTube content for somebody like me in there. Unless you're like a Pokemon-based channel that everyone's going to go crazy over the Pokemon, I wouldn't want to buy it. Can you guess at how many boxes in total are left behind? Gosh, I don't know. But like I said, so you remember how high the unit was from like the floor to the ceiling? Like I said, the back corner was stacked pretty much up to the ceiling, and right next to it was then about half of that. So if I had to guess, maybe like 10, 15, but I really don't know for sure. It's been a couple of weeks now, so it's hard to say. Like I said, we buy so many. It's just so all the time. Like, I feel like after a week, I don't even remember what I found in any particular unit. No, we're still going crazy on our comics. We still have a lot left. Does Broly like fire? He hasn't seen him since last year, and he did not like him last year. So we'll see this year. Let's see. Hate energy drinks. Me too. Me too. I love Dr. Pepper. Hey, I like Dr. Pepper too. Dr. Pepper and Pepsi, those are the best. An antique booth that has live whatnot selling booth. Man, you better have some crazy bandwidth and Wi-Fi doing that, because whatnot puts a strain on it. Unless everybody's just going to use cellular data, then, that could work. That'd be pretty chaotic, though. Imagine listening to everybody. It sounds like a cafeteria. But that actually be cool. That would be cool. Like, the idea of it sounds so fun and cool, but then, like, the actual making it happen, that seems like it would be hard to do. Let's see. There were a couple of YouTube videos I saw when the units had nothing but coin box after coin box. You came across a unit like that. Not that I can ever find. I found like random coins and units, but I've never found one that was like just full of them or anything. But I would love to. That would be awesome. Are you able to shoot off your own fireworks in Virginia? Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Happy 4th. Thank you. What frustrates you the most in the work? There's a lot of things. It depends on what part of the business you're talking about. The buying storage units, let me see here. What's the worst thing? The most annoying things, one, other bidders that bid at the last second and extend the clock. That's frustrating because, like, I try to plan my day, right? And if the unit goes off at 1, I'm like, okay, I'll be over there at 1. And then people extend the clock until 2:30. It's like, it makes it so frustrating because you can't really plan your day out, right? That's annoying. 2, all the storage facilities going to these stupid remote worker things and there's nobody there. Nobody will answer the phone. So again, it just screws up your day. You can't plan or plot anything. That's really annoying, especially like public storage and the facility I was just talking to the other person about. I forgot what facility it was. They do the same thing. Like their policy, you can literally go in their auction, says that when you win, just wait for a call. And that's it. You can't call them. You just got to wait. They might call you in 10 minutes to get in. They might call you the next day. They might call you in 2 days. They might call you that evening. You just literally have to have nothing going on. Nothing. And it's obvious that's impossible for 99% of the human population. And of course they do that so they can just hire one person from overseas to do all the calling and not have to pay employees here. It's so frustrating. It's definitely one of the most frustrating parts of buying units would be those two things. Let's see. Hey, thank you. RC Cola's good. I haven't had an RC Cola in so freaking long. But last time I remember having it, they were good. Let's go, Matthew. Have you thought any more about getting a pool? Honestly, probably not. Because we're just not here enough and we're gone too much. And the weather's too unpredictable. I just don't feel like it's worth it. I really don't, because like we get rain pretty much every week, 2 or 3 times a day. And then we're gone most days until the nighttime. And then we travel like on the road like 3 to 4 months a year. So it's like, I don't think it's worth the investment. What do you do with all the empty plastic totes? We use them, we throw them out at the yard sale. So when we have our giant yard sale, we throw just everything out there and I tell people, if you want to take them, just take them. And usually somebody ends up taking a bunch of them, or they'll just take their stuff in there. They'll fill one up and they're usually all gone in the yard sale. And the other person I was talking to about their storage unit that I bought, that's another thing. Pay attention to our Facebook page. I don't know what day it's going to be, but eventually we're going to run we run a yard sale where we sell everything for $1, right? But if it's you and you tell me it's you, and you see anything there that's yours, please tell me, take it. No free of charge. Because I genuinely don't think we kept anything else. But obviously I buy so many units and it just gets confusing that I really don't know. I don't think we have anything else. But if you're serious, when I post that thing, definitely show up. And whatever, if you find anything it's yours, take it. But I really don't think there was anything else left besides the hockey sticks. Let's see. The unit the guy got was... Oh my gosh, that would be nice right there. Yeah, finding old food or just crappy facilities in general. Like whenever all the units are infested by mice, when there's food in there, stuff like that. It's just like, come on, man. I haven't talked to Storage Stalker since we left California. What's going on with him? I'm not a talker. Not just to him, but to anybody. I don't talk to nobody besides my wife, my son, and my mom, and David, and my brother. That's about it. Let's see. Have you ever contemplated starting your own storage unit business? No. I wouldn't want to do anything that is like brick and mortar per se. I like being able to take our entire business on the road whenever we want to and be able to do it from anywhere. That's like the craziest part of this to me. It's so much fun. Like when we go on the road for 2 months, the fact that I can literally just buy a unit in Idaho and rent an Airbnb, buy a unit and sell everything in some random guy's house 2,000 miles away and then move on to the next one is crazy. Because a lot of people ask us if we'd ever want to open up a thrift store or something like that too. And I used to back in the day think about it, but now with live sales, no way. I wouldn't want to be, like I said, held down with anything like that. Let's see. Mountain Dew, nice. Are you going to make another appearance on Storage Wars? I would do it. I would go out next time I'm out there. I would never like sign a contract to be like a cast member or anything. Like I said, I wouldn't do anything that would like have to have me staying in one particular area for a long period of time. And like to be honest, I wouldn't want to be a TV person. I'm a YouTuber, and that's what I'd always wanted to be. Let's see, where are we at? Exactly, Perky. I definitely OCD to the extreme. Dude, thank you. Thank you. Most expensive unit is 90,000. Yeah, that thing's crazy, man. But it could be worth it. Like I said, I don't know anything about Pokemon, so I really don't know. I know the packs go for crazy prices, so it might be worth it. I really don't know. Dragon Ball Z Super movie remake. Oh, you mean like the fact that they're getting ready to make the anime off like the Broly movies? Dude, any new Dragon Ball content, I'm psyched for. I'm just ready for new Dragon Ball content. I don't even care what it is. I'm just excited. I really am. Let's see. Hey, nice, Danielle. He's been in jail, went to jail. What are you talking about? Who went to jail? What do you mean? What video games are you playing these days? These days? Not much, dude. Like I said, when UFC 6 dropped last week, I played the crap out of that for a couple of days. I basically played through career mode, and that's it. Me and my brother still play Modern Warfare 2, 09, some nights, just because that's still my favorite call. I haven't been able to get into Call of Duty like I was. When I was a teenager, I was full-blown Call of Duty addict, like every day, all night. But I just haven't been able to get into it ever since, like, I'd say Ghosts was like the last one I really found fun. And when they remade Modern Warfare 1, I did do that one a little bit. But to be honest, like the old school CODs, I love them. But other than that, not much. I'm going to play GTA 6 like crazy when it drops. I know that. Any recommendations on getting mine? You talking about on YouTube or Facebook or what platform? YouTube's a little bit harder. YouTube's definitely much harder to grow on, but it pays way more if you can get it doing good. But Facebook's super easy to blow up on. Facebook Shorts and Facebook Reels, are so overpowered. They are so easy to get to go viral. So like if you're trying to grow a Facebook page or trying to choose between growing one, Facebook is so easy. Like it really is. I put no effort into Facebook, and we have almost 2 million followers on Facebook. It's like the easiest platform in the world. But YouTube is kind of rough. But that's why I guess it pays so much, right? Because it does, if you can get it to do good, that's why it pays so much. Or that's why they make it so hard. But you're getting monetized on YouTube. It's just consistency and learning how to make good videos. Like so many people don't focus on the content. They think it's just turning on a camera and filming yourself work, which is just not the case. Like you might gain a few subscribers here and there, but you're not going to ever grow like a big audience doing it like that. You're really not. Like you have to learn content creation. Like it's a whole nother skill set. And people, in my opinion, just don't give it the respect it deserves. And that's why not many people blow up on YouTube. But it's hard. It took me a lot of years to get to the point we're at now. A lot of years of making $0. Like I said, I started making videos in 2013. We made our first penny in 2017. So I did it for 4 years, probably 2,000 videos for nothing. But I loved it. So it didn't feel like that because I just enjoyed it. Oh, Bar, we're still thousands away. I think we're about a little less than 3,000 items away from hitting the record. Drugs? I don't really find drugs. The only type of drugs I find would be like a little bit of weed, and I'll just throw it away. Like I'm not calling the cops over a little bit of weed. The only time I ever called the cops over weed is one unit they had an entire brick. I think it was like a 4-pound brick, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not dealing with that now. But if it's like a little baggie of stale weed, I'll just throw it away. But gun jail, we always call them to get them to run the serial number. Run the serial number, make sure it's not stolen, make sure it's not wanted. 100%, because you don't want to be in possession of something that's, wanted by the police or stolen. So always get them to verify. As long as you don't have any felonies. Like people are like, I would never call the cops. I'm like, why would you not? Unless you have felonies and you're trying to hide it or something. I always do. I'm not risking no legal trouble. No, thank you. Let's see. Whew. No, I didn't see that. That's crazy though. That's really crazy. Well, thank you for watching. Let's go. Hey, that's the motto I live by right there. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's my motto. Let's see. Have you ever found any Dragon Ball items in a storage unit? Very rarely. I have a wall hanger over there. That's a really vintage one I found in a big toy unit I bought in North Carolina a few years ago. And I think they had 2 Dragon Ball wall scrolls in there. And then one unit I found had a couple Dragon Ball model kits and a couple lights. But other than that, not really. I'd say maybe 10 items total in the 8 years I've been doing it. I find some Funko Pops every now and then, but I already have them all. So we end up just, selling them. So like nothing I really actually keep. Store stalker in jail and his truck. What the F? What happened? No, I didn't know all of that. What happened? For what? Gee, no, I didn't know any of that. I told you guys, I don't keep up with YouTube, man. I don't keep up with stuff. Do I ever worry about a sketchy owner coming after you while you're emptying the unit? No, because like I said, when there's usually 4 of us there, and I'll tell you, usually 3 out of the 4 are armed. So it wouldn't be wise. Wouldn't be wise. Let's see. I still play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. That's the best. I agree with you. Best Grand Theft Auto game of all time is San Andreas. Yeah, I put more time into San Andreas than anyone ever. And it just had it felt like it had so much more freedom. Just stupid things, like just flying the jetpack around, flying cars. Like I used to put in, I don't know why, the flying cars cheat and use the race car and just be playing the radio, flying a race car through the air. Like it's just there's a vibe with San Andreas that no other Grand Theft Auto game has had. I agree. What video editing software do you use? I use Wondershare, Filmora. So that's all I've ever used. That's what I still use now. Why are sports jerseys so important? They're not important. They just always sell for more. See, a lot of people don't pay attention to that. That used to be one of my things I used to pick up at yard sales when I was younger. I'd go to yard sales and look for jerseys because most of the time people would have like a pile of clothes and they say any of the clothes for $1. And I would just grab the jerseys. Because I could sell jerseys on eBay for, 30, 40, 50, 60, sometimes $100, depending on whose it is and what kind it is all day. And I'd pick them up at yard sales for $1 all the time. But yeah, jerseys, I mean, if you buy a jersey new, you're usually spending $100 on it. So they're expensive. That's it. And they're easy to ship, right? You literally just throw it in a poly mailer. It can't be broken, easy to ship, and it's huge margins. So that's why I like them. I don't only play career mode for games. I liked online Call of Duty, but I agree with like the fight games. I don't play like UFC online. I only play it for the career mode, or like I create tournaments, stuff like that. Because people that play it online, they just they're too much, man. They play it all day, every day. And it's like, I'm just a casual, dad. We're running a business trying to play like an hour or two. I'm not trying to play against this guy that trains 10 hours a day like it's a job. It's just not fun, man. I'm just trying to casually chillax and play. Same with the modern Call of Duties. Like, it's straight up. The people are just too good. They really are. They play it too much, man. They play it way too much. Like back in the day, like Modern Warfare 2, when I was in high school, I could keep up with these guys because I was also playing it all day and doing nothing. But now I can't play it all day no more. So it's like they're just way too good now. It's just every game you go in, you're just getting wrecked by some guy that plays, like I said, 18 hours a day. Let's see. Hey, well, I don't think I've ever heard it, but thank you. You mean the moped? We sold it to a guy on Marketplace. Yeah, see, GTA I'll play online because it's not serious. It's not like super competitive. I don't like the ones where everyone takes it way too serious, man. It's just like I'm not a serious gamer. I'm a casual, just for fun, like chilling around. Some people are like, I'm getting an $800 headset on Call of Duty so I can hear your footsteps coming from the right. And it's like, dude, I am not that serious. I'm laid back in my reclining couch playing on a TV. I'm not that serious. Oh, man. What's your most memorable storage unit experience you've had in Virginia? Oh, the same two. The two that I said were my favorites were both in Virginia. The one that had all the guns and the one that had all the money hidden throughout the bag. So both of those were in Virginia. Hey, do you ever read the comments on Facebook? Not really. Facebook, like I said, I don't really use Facebook like that. But on YouTube, for like the first hour, I put a video out usually. Unless I'm busy, I'll try to respond to most people's comments for, the first hour. But obviously, as you can imagine, it's just there's thousands and thousands and thousands. In order for me to read all the comments, I'd literally be able to never sleep. So I can't. Funniest video I made where you had to stop filming. I had to stop filming. Oh, man. You remember the one I bought, I want to say last year, that had like a ridiculous amount of used gross adult toys on it? That was the first time I cussed on YouTube, and I didn't even mean to. I left it in the video because I was getting so frustrated, and I didn't even realize I left it in there. Somebody pointed it out. But I went in and trimmed it, so you're not going to find it now. But I was just like, at a certain point, I was just so done. Every box I opened is just like use and abuse, like adult toy. And I'm like, I got to the point where I forgot what I said. I think I was just sitting there and I was about to say something. And I was just like, what the F am I supposed to say now? And I was like, I don't even remember. I was just so done at that point. I was so checked out of that unit. And what's crazy is the video actually went on to go like, I think around 1 million views. So it worked out, but I was so done. Happy Saturday, James. Favorite GTA game? San Andreas. Definitely San Andreas. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Start small and start cheap and just do it. The same passion for storage units? I don't know. Just enjoy it. She's more in mom mode right now. Like we just do it because that's what we did. But I mean, she's definitely in super mom mode. So I guess if you could be super, super into two things, I don't know. You have to ask her. I mean, she still enjoys it. Let's see. Will you be coming to Florida to do a unit or two? It's possible. We just haven't, like I said, it's just scheduling right now. We have a lot of things already planned out. So it's when can we possibly make it, basically, is where we're at right now. Because, like I said, we're going to be gone all of August and the first month of September. So if it'll happen, it would be mid-September. But I don't know. We just got to figure out timing, man. We have a lot of stuff scheduled out. Boom. We had a good unit in Columbus, Georgia that had guns at the door. Nice. Sent you a message. Yeah, I'm terrible at responding to messages. I'll be honest with you guys. Oh, really? I just don't have time. I get so many messages. I literally had to uninstall Messenger from my phone. Like, this is my personal Facebook account, right? Not even my YouTube one, my personal one, because if I did it was just all day. Just like ding, 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 like every hour, all day. I literally uninstalled Messenger from my phone because it would just be dinging all day. So I had to. In-N-Out Burger time. Dude, don't make me jealous. I want In-N-Out right now. I want it right now. You ever come to Arizona? I have, but like not regularly, no, but we have come there. Thank you, Matthew. Let's see. What is this? If you ever do a storage unit in New England, let me know. I'll buy you food. Hey, I don't know when I want to go up to New England again. I really enjoyed, like I said, Connecticut, I got a little frustrated because it was really crowded, but like Vermont and New Hampshire and Maine were like so fun. They really were. I really enjoyed it out there. Do you rent the storage unit after you win it? It depends on the unit. The smaller ones, no, but some of the big ones, yeah, I'll rent it just to take my time and film, because obviously filming for long periods of time, your energy just starts to die. So it's like after I film for like an hour max, I'm usually like, I want to cut it and start and film again the next day because I don't want my energy to deplete. I want the video energy to stay high. So if it's going to take me more than one video, then I'm probably going to rent it. Let's see. It only went to 1,600. Dang. I want to definitely grab that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Not to buy storage units, but we're definitely going to go travel to Europe and Australia, but just in the future when Broly's older. Probably, I'd say, I don't know, 3 or 4 years from now, if I had to take a guess. But we definitely have tons of plans to go into Europe, especially in the future. But we might buy a unit or two out there. I don't even know if it's what countries that's a thing in. I know some people say they buy in UK. I know a few people that buy in Australia. So I know it's possible in Australia and UK, but I don't know about the other European countries. Not obviously Australia is not a European country, but you know what I mean. Would you see? Yeah, we might for sure. We need an In-N-Out. We need an In-N-Out in Virginia. We have one in Tennessee now, which is still like a 6.5 hour drive, something like that, 7 hour drive. So it's still like too much to do in a day. We need to have one in Virginia. Hey, well, at least you had fun. Happy 4th of July. Buy a unit in Salem, Massachusetts. We were right. I'm pretty sure we were somewhere close to there when I did buy 2 in Massachusetts. I feel like that sounds familiar. Let me see if I can go to my invoices and storage treasures. I know this was like a while ago. I'm going to have to go back all the way to the end of last year. But now you got me curious where it was. Hold on a second. Let me see. How far back was it? When did we go? No, it was New Bedford. That's where it was. New Bedford, Massachusetts. I don't know how that close that is. I don't know the geography of Massachusetts very well. So that's where we bought 2 units at last year. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, In-N-Out custom. I'm lucky. I want an In-N-Out burger so bad. That would be so nice right now. Doom. I remember when I started watching a couple years ago with the oldest. Hey, GameStop dumpster diving is fun, man. It really is. And like half the time, the games I found, I didn't even want to play necessarily, but it's just something about the thrill of finding something that's supposed to cost money and it being free. It's like exhilarating. Like I said earlier, when I was talking about half the time the stuff you find, it's like I don't even know what I'm going to do with it, to be honest with you. But it's like the fact that I just found it and it's supposed to cost money and it didn't cost me money. That's exhilarating. International DBZ quest. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to do that. See, last time we went to Canada, that was my plan. I made the video buying in Canada, but it's like Canada pretty much gets the exact same stuff as the US. So it was like almost no difference. It was basically just like shopping in the United States. So it was kind of boring. Let's see. Have you ever traveled to England? No, never been to England. We never left North America. The only other country we've ever been to was Canada. Technically, I stuck my foot in the Mexican border. No, one time when we were in San Diego, we went to a beach, and I forgot where it even was, but there's like a spot where there's like a metal fence that divides the U.S. and Mexico, and I was like, I'm going to stick my foot in there just to say I illegally went into Mexico, and I did, but I've never actually been to Mexico. But the only other country we've been to is Canada a couple times. Let's see. Can't buy storage units in Germany, unfortunately. Well, if I get over there, I would do some type of auction. I would do something. There's got to be something I could find to do. But really, I just want to go to experience it. Like, I really want to go out there just for the culture shock of being in Europe. You know what I mean? I really do. CLP, yeah, everybody laughed about it afterward. It was pretty funny. I've never eaten In-N-Out. Oh, you haven't experienced true happiness. No. It's great. We'll go fund me on my birthday and fly into. I don't think it would be good. We'll go somewhere for my birthday. Like, because Broly's birthday is so close to mine, we usually end up taking him somewhere. So like last year, we wanted to go to these couple parks in this like children's museum thing in Tennessee. So I was like, okay, I want In-N-Out for my birthday. We want to take him to these places. So we went to Tennessee and we just took him to those places and I got In-N-Out. Like, we both win. Let's go. Have you ever looked to see which state you've bought a unit at? Yeah, I actually have a map. I have a map. I don't know where it's at though. I got to find the file. I literally mark it off if I buy one in a new state just so I can keep track of it, because I want to see like one day if I ever get to the point where I bought a unit in all 50 states. Hold on a second. I'm gonna try to find it. I have a Photoshop document in one of my files somewhere. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna look. No, there's really not a lot in Kansas. There's really not, unless you stop in one of the major cities. It's kind of just like Nebraska. You have to stop in one of the major cities, and we tend to avoid the major cities, so we don't really find a lot out there. Hold on one second. I'm going to see if I can find this map now, because I haven't opened it in a little while. Storage unit states. Here it is. Okay. When's the last time? It's been a while since I've updated it. All right. Hold on. I can show you in a second. I'm going to show you. Because, hold on one second. We bought one in Idaho. I haven't updated it. So we bought one in Idaho this year. We haven't been there before. And we also bought 2 in Oregon. So those are 2 new ones to the list. Did we buy one in Minnesota? Or not Minnesota, Montana. I was trying to think. I don't think I bought one in Montana. I'm trying to think everywhere I bought one. I also bought one in Indiana this year. I'll show you the map in a second after I go through all this, because I want to like update it. I didn't update it after we got back from our last road trip. I'm trying to see all the states I bought a unit in. I think this right here is up to date. All right, how do I share my screen really quick? Let me see. Give me one second. Let me figure out how to do this. No, I gotta go here. Share screen. Window. Yeah, this is my updated map. This is where we're at. It's not 20 no more. This is everyone that has a little thing on it is a state that I bought a unit in so far. So it was 20, and I just added in Idaho, Oregon, Indiana. So now it's technically 23 states is where we bought one in. Sure, whatever. 23 is how many we bought in. That's where we're at. I'm trying to look through here to make sure I didn't miss any states that I bought in, but I think this is the most up-to-date one. 23 states. That's where we're at. Let's see. Nobody's going to trip about you sneaking into Mexico. No, man, I stuck my foot into Mexico. I illegally invaded Mexico. Nobody's going to do nothing about it. No. I'm joking. Best, hey, thank you. Fuel, hotel. Surely these costs have grown. They do, but nobody gets how much, like, YouTube. May, for example, was the highest earning month I've ever had on the history of our main channel on YouTube. Highest earning month ever. It's not even close. The sales, like just selling stuff on the road, pretty much covers all of our travel costs. So everything I make from YouTube is just pure profit, basically. Yeah, May was insane. May was the highest month. Yeah, people just don't understand. I'm not saying that in like a bad way. It's like people that aren't in the YouTube world, they don't understand how crazy YouTube is. It's insane. If you grow it. Now, obviously, when you first start, it's basically putting in 50 hours a week for a quarter if you're lucky, which I did for a lot of years. But if you stick to it and you grow it right and you scale it right, it's unreal. People can't fathom how much you can do on YouTube. Let's see. Any Tennessee storage unit? I bought storage units in Tennessee, yeah. Actually, our most viewed video on our entire channel, which was one I went to Tennessee for. I traveled like 7 hours to buy it, and there was 3 safes in it, a bunch of gun-looking stuff. No guns. All the safes were empty. But the video, for some reason, went viral. It's got like 7.5 million views or something. It's the most viewed long-form video on our channel, which is crazy, from Tennessee. That is going to be dope, right? That's my goal one day, is to finish it and say, I bought a storage unit in all 50 states. I was about to like publish this one day, but I'm like, I already know the moment I publish it. Now, probably after this live stream, like somebody's going to steal my idea. My ideas get stolen all the time. If you pay attention to the YouTube storage unit world, you see how many of my titles and thumbnails and everything. I'm a theft victim very often. If you buy a unit in Eastern Kentucky, you might get a bunch of moonshine. Maybe. How many units do you buy every week, dude? I bought 11 in a week, and this week I bought none. So it just depends on the week. 0 to 11. So anywhere in between. On average, I'd say about 2 or 3, but it just depends on the week. Do I remember what part of Texas I got a unit from? I think it was Mansfield. Is that right? Somewhere? Is there a Mansfield, Texas? I think that's where I bought it from. But I bought 2 in Texas. I also bought one in Houston last time we were there, like the 2024. So I bought 2 in Texas that I can remember. And I'll probably buy another one in Texas this year when we go to San Antonio. Let's see. Thank you, John. Let's go. The worst hotel or motel you've been to while traveling? Oh, man, I don't know. We usually stay at Comfort Inn or Comfort Suites or Holiday Inn because they're just the most convenient and we rack up the points. The only way we like stray from them is when they're not in the city. Like sometimes we stay in the middle of absolutely nowhere and they don't have any name brand. So it's just like the most random hotels in the world. So it's hard to remember. We've had a couple like just crappy, nasty ones, but I don't remember the names of them. It wasn't name brand ones. But a lot of times when we stay, we rent Airbnbs when we do stay. Like if we're staying somewhere for more than a day, we usually do a hotel if it's going to be 1 day. But if it's going to be like 3 days, 4 days, we'll do an Airbnb. What's up, Jillian? How long have we been on live? Dang, almost 2 hours. Almost 2 hours. Vintage Vegas Bond Benz. Played any new games lately? No, not besides UFC 6 when it released. Other than that, not really. Yeah, some in LA are crazy. And, absolutely, I'm going to be playing the crap out of GTA 6 when it drops. Like I said, I'm probably going to take like a 7 to 14 day just break from everything. I'm just going to disappear. Hopefully, I have some videos scheduled ahead of time. That'll be my goal. But, yeah, I'm disappearing for like 2 weeks. I'm probably not going to sell nothing. Maybe I'll sell like once or twice a week and whatnot. But I'm just going to be gone, fully engulfed in GTA 6. I can't wait. You must make a lot of money on scrap metal safes. Nah, I just throw them away. A lot of the safes, the problem are realistically, they have those that like concrete type stuff on the inside, and the scrap companies want it to be just the metal. So it's like, I've never actually dealt with it. I just throw them away. Let's go. Cool. Yeah. Oh, well, on YouTube, I report them instantly because like YouTube notifies you, and YouTube's so easy to get them taken down. Like if somebody steals your video, I can, copyright strike them and get them taken down in like a couple minutes. It's easy. Facebook, on the other hand, they used to do nothing about it. Now Facebook gives you the option to take them down, but Facebook also lets you just monetize it. So it's like, at the end of the day, I don't even take them down no more. I just monetize them. I'm like, hey, if you guys want to sit there and cut up my videos and make videos out of it, go ahead. I'll just make money off of it. We both win. You can get your views and I get paid for it. So I make, like, on Facebook, I'd say $400 to $700 a month on average just doing nothing. Just because you can put on a setting to let Facebook, if the AI finds your content, just auto monetize it. So it just becomes automatically monetized, and all the money it makes goes to me. So I do nothing, and I make like a free, a few $100 a month just monetizing other people's videos they steal from me. So I'm like, whatever. Have you seen the new Dragon Ball Z game? Which new Dragon Ball Z game? I haven't seen nothing since Sparking Zero. No disc for GTA 6. I know, I'm kind of sad about that because I was going to buy, I wanted a collector's type edition, but it's okay. The positive is it's going to be such a huge game file that it will be able to download it before it releases. So the only problem with the disc is you got to go get it and wait for it to download. And I bet you that game's going to be like probably 200 gigs if I had to guess. It's going to be huge. So at least we could pre-download it the day before, hopefully. Let's see. What is GTA? It's Grand Theft Auto. It's a video game series, like a really big game series. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6. It releases in November, right, guys? November, I think. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's cool. Have you ever purchased storage units in Utah? Yeah, I purchased one in Utah, and it was pretty bad. But it was because there was a day when I was trying to get a unit in Utah, and I literally had 3 of them cancel in a row. So it was like a third string unit because the one I wanted that looked good ended up canceling. And then I found another one that ended up canceling. And I found another one that ended up canceling. And I finally just got this one that didn't cancel. So I was like, it was not a fair judgment. It was a third string. I wanted something. Let's see. Oh, yeah. See, everything that we would have put on Whatnot was gone like that week, unfortunately. But, yeah, I don't think there's anything in the yard sale besides the hockey sticks. I think that's it. That's all that I could think of. Like I said, I think everything else is gone already, unfortunately, or left behind at the facility. I think the hockey sticks were the only thing. And I'm not even sure about that because, we have people that do the loading and unloading the stuff. So even with that, I have to look. But I think we kept them for the yard sale. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I like the hard game. On games that I actually care about collecting, like Rockstar games, I would always want to buy one of the better editions because I just love Rockstar. Rockstar is probably my favorite company in general. So it's I buy pretty much anything that they would have released, I would buy the better edition for it. Rockstar, even when it comes to investing, pretty much all the money I have invested is in just, a basic S&P 500 thing. But I have a good amount of money in T2 as well. That's the only single company I invest in because it's the, parent company of Rockstar. I really trust, Rockstar, man. Rockstar is just the GOATs of video games. They really are. They never drop anything bad. They only drop bangers. Only drop bangers. Do you keep all the pew-pews? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Let's see. I just signed up with Whatnot the other day. Let's go, Mindy. An old headboard, honestly, I'm going to say probably no. We usually don't keep furniture. I'm trying to think of a drop table. I don't think so. A drop table. Oh, I wish I could remember what it looked like. I wish I could remember. Because I have we found for some reason the last 4 out of the last 5 or 6 units we found all had table, a dining room table. And I have one, but I don't think it was from that unit. But I can look. Let me see if I can find it, what it looks like in the video really quick. I think it was from another unit. I bought the jewelry box. I'd have to look. I'm trying to find where I found it at. I don't remember what it looks like. Yeah, tell me what it looks like. And I can't check right now, obviously, because I'm live. But I have a table, but I'm like 80% sure it came from another unit. It came from a 2 unit that had a jewelry box in it that I bought like the next day or something. Didn't you lose money on the unit I bought in Quebec? I mean, sale-wise, yeah, I barely kept anything. But the video did. Actually, the video kind of sucked too, I'm not going to lie. But it made enough to at least more than double what I paid. So it was okay. Drop, like I said, yeah, I have to check for that table. I think I have a table. It's up front in the video. Legs were taped. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can find the invoice for that unit. Because if it was up front, it should be in the picture. Okay, here's the. Hold on a second. Let me see. No. Are you talking about? Is it the dining room table or like the desk thing? The one that looked more like a desk. I'm thinking of a dining room table. If it was the desk, I don't think we still have it. I think they got rid of the furniture. I think. But you got to tell me. Auction was $617. Yeah. Was it a dining room table though? Yeah, both times I've been in Utah, the few times I've been in Utah, I've not had much luck. Dude, I don't cut much out, but I edit heavily. I do edit. It takes me like 6 hours to edit an average storage unit video, but I don't really cut much out because I've gotten the filming down to such a science. I don't film unnecessary stuff. I feel like a lot of people keep the camera going the whole time they're there. I cut it off and keep it going like clips so it actually keep, the whole time. So I don't cut out much, but definitely put time into editing. Make the story as you go. That's the hard part about storage units in the YouTube world because like so many of the biggest YouTubers, they want to plan the story out before you make a video. And obviously with a storage unit, it's impossible. You don't know until you get into it. I have no idea anything. I'm going into it completely blind. So it's hard to do it ahead of time. It really is. But like I try to edit it together as I go. I think like keeping a running total of money helps that flow because it just, it adds to it. It keeps it flowing, things like that. But it definitely takes some time. Sides are folding down. It may look like a desk. I'm going to say no, but I can look tomorrow or something for sure. Because I have to look in the shed for sure. But I'm going to guess no, because like I said, a lot of times the furniture is the first thing that has to go because we just don't, the storage space is horrible. Like we just, all we use is our shed and our garage. So we don't have like a warehouse or nothing. So I don't think, but I can look tomorrow. Let's see. What cities in Utah do you go to? Well, this time we went to like the parks. We went to, what's the Zion? But like last year, we stayed out right outside of Salt Lake, which was pretty cool. That's where I think we got a unit there. That was fun. But I don't know for sure. We just kind of go through state. We don't ever plan our road trip. I feel like we do road trips so different than anybody else. We don't plan nothing. We just get in the road and go. And wherever we feel like stopping, like if we find an interesting looking park or a unit that looks interesting, we'll just stay there for a couple of days and that's it. Like we don't plan nothing. So it's not like I have a particular plan. I want to go stay in this city. We just get on the road and go. Let's see. I think you should get Amber. Amber's watching Broly right now. Let's see. The videos on my channel is horrible. Dude, they're always going to be horrible when you first start. That's just something you just got to accept, basically. That's pretty much anything you do, though. If I look at my videos from like last year and I think they're horrible, that's how it should be. You have to look at it like that. You know what I mean? You got to be able to get at least 1% better every time. I heard a quote on a YouTube video I was watching the other day, and I've agreed with him so much. He's like, so many people go into YouTube thinking every video, how can I make this one go viral? And that's like a horrible strategy. Their strategy says every video you should say, how should I be 1% better than the last one I made? And I 100% agree. I'm not looking to make every single one go viral, but I'm looking for something little I can improve every time. And most of the things that I'm talking about, most people watching probably aren't going to even notice at whatsoever. But it's like I pay so much attention to this stuff. Obviously, you got to be your own worst critic. If you're going to work for yourself, you got to be your own worst critic. You have to be. You have to find a way to keep improving. Let's see. Jebus for president. Let's go. No, I would never go into politics for no amount of money. Thank you, Queen. I try to do it once a week. Oh, gosh. I don't know, Static. I talked about this last slide. Like I had so many jobs and took so many classes in school, and there's never nothing I tried that I genuinely enjoyed besides video creation. So it's like I honestly don't know. I really don't know what I would be doing. I have no idea. There's never been nothing else I thought I did, and I was like, oh, I can actually see myself doing this for years or decades. It never happened. So I'm just grateful I happened to exist the same period YouTube did, because I don't know what it would be. Do you do anything either? You mean, do I do anything other than content? I mean, obviously we sell still live, but I've pretty much phased myself out of the sales too. That was my whole goal of hiring on people. Like the only part of, at this point, whatnot, the sales that I'm even involved in is the actual live stream, which is the part I find fun. I like being live and I like seeing what sells for. So I pretty much phased myself out of all of that too. That was my whole goal, was to hire people to do should be your goal as a business owner, is to hire people to do the stuff that you don't want to do. So then you can focus on the stuff that you're passionate about. So that's been my strategy. We do whatnot sales 4 times a week though. So I mean, we send out, everybody's like, are you even a reseller? Are you just a content creator? I mean, we sell like 400 lots, probably send out 200 or 300 packages a week. So we're still moving a lot of product. It's just the thing is my focus is on content. You know what I mean? The sales come second. They really do. That's why that's why I sell everything on whatnot. Like I say all the time, I'm already well aware that I'm not going to get full retail on a lot of things. And that's cool. I don't care. I just want it to just move and go on to the next thing. Focus is on the content. The resale aspect of it is just, the secondary income is the way I look at it. But yeah, that answers your question, Mary. How often do you do it? We pretty much, as a seller, I'm pretty much live 4 times a week if we're home. If we're on the road now, it can vary drastically because obviously we don't know what we're going to get into, where we're going to be, what house we're going to find, what units we're going to find, any of that things like that. So it's hard to say. When we're home Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, we're pretty consistent with it. I agree. That's what I do. Let's go. The table is what I unboxed everything on. Okay, hold on now. I got to look. Hold on a second. No, I can't do that right now. How can I give you my contact info? Hold on a second. Did you email us earlier? If you emailed us earlier, you said, then I should have an email. I'd have to go back and look, but I should have an email there. Oh yeah, I see you right here. Yeah, I'll look. I got your emails in my inbox. I'll look and then I'll email you back when I get a chance to look at it. I was going to say, I said tomorrow, but I forgot. Tomorrow we're leaving for 4th of July. So sometime I'll look. Like I said, I don't want to get your hopes up because I'm like pretty sure it's not there, but I'll look. I'll definitely look for you and I'll send you an email back. Let's see. You don't have a store to resell? Nope. We do everything. Everything's whatnot or yard sale. I have no brick and mortar or anything like that. Everything is whatnot in yard sale. So, nope. I don't want to get stuck anywhere. Like I said, I enjoy traveling way too much. I don't want to be like held down anywhere in particular. Let's see. What was the most fun you ever had with a storage unit? Oh, gosh. It had to be the money one. The money one where there's just random money hidden through our bag. That was insane. Like the gun one might be my favorite unit because I'm a firearms collector and like to find a collection like that's insane. But like the freaking money randomly hidden throughout, dude, that was like crack. That was like a drug addiction. I was so stuck on that. That was so much fun. Got it. Of course. Yeah. I got your email. I'll have it in there. You find so much cool stuff. We do. I love what we do. That's why it's so fun. You never know how the day is going to end. That is what I love. What are you doing 4th of July? We're going to my mom and David's house, cooking out, crossing our fingers and hoping we don't get rained on, eating some food, shooting some fireworks, and shooting a lot of ammo out. That's the plan. That's the plan. This is America, baby. That's how we celebrate. We eat way too much food and we shoot way too many bullets out. That's our celebration. What is the most you made on a unit? From which revenue stream are we talking here? Are we talking content or are we talking resale? Because you got to specify. They differ very big. So, yeah, tell me which one you're talking. I can give you both or I can give you one in particular because I know actually both of them right off the top of my head. The money one was hilarious. Dude, it was crazy. It really was. It was such a wild unit. It was such a wild one. Let's see. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. That's the plans tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow? Boom, 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 boom. That's exactly what we're doing tomorrow. Come back with all your fingers and toes, of course. Of course. We're careful. I'm a good firearm owner, okay? I'm safety first with everybody. I don't even like shooting around people that aren't like that. I'm super proper, super careful. You know, I'm how you should be around firearms. Let's see. Where did my chat go again? You need some help with some things you got. What do you mean? Let's see. Can never do. Dude, I'm right there with you. There's no way. There's no way. I would rather have worked myself to literal death, like trying to make YouTube work, than work the normal job the rest of my life. And I said that straight up. When I first was trying to get YouTube off the ground, I was sleeping for like 2-3 hours a night for like almost 2 years. Like it was so horrible and unhealthy. And everybody's like, you're going to hurt yourself like that. And you're like, I might. But at the end of the day, like if it kills me trying to do what I want, so be it. Like it sounds better than working at some place I hate for the next 40 years. So whatever happens, whatever happens. That was the way I looked at it. How do you think Broly? Honestly, I don't think he's going to like him. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think he's going to like him. Oh, I am not touching the four-wheeler. I don't even want to sit on it no more. I literally have like that thing gave me actual PTSD. Like when I see it, I'm just like, oh, having broken ribs is like the most annoying thing on the planet. I hate it because I couldn't even sleep in my bed. I couldn't lay down flat. I had to sleep in a chair like this basically for a month and some change because I couldn't lay down. It was horrible. I don't think I'll ever ride a four-wheeler again. I have, like I said, genuine PTSD from that. That was like one of the most miserable months of my life. It really was. Oh, man, it was. Oh. Yeah, like finding cash. It's sometimes so many people think it's funny because you'll spend like $1,000 on a storage unit and find like $6, and it's like, oh my God. And they just don't get it. They just don't get it. It's not like it's really going to make a profit, but it's the thrill of finding money is amazing, all right? It's like insane. It's so fun. Oh, man. But, yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. I currently have a job and to test it. I was like that on every job I had. I just couldn't do it. I was just so miserable. Like I was so unhappy and so miserable working like that. And everybody's like, well, until you work your way up. Some people just don't get, like I try to explain the way my brain works and some people just don't get it. There's no money amount somebody could have paid me to be happy to work there. You could have offered me $1,000 an hour. That's great money, but I still wouldn't have been happy. It's not always just about money. Like it's about genuinely loving and enjoying and being actually happy, waking up and looking forward to it. You know what I mean? I think I hear a Polly. Is that a Polly coming? Surprise! Broly Polly! Hi. And
then we'll go back out there and look at stuff.
You want to come look in the basement? Who you got with you? Final form Frieza. What's that Frieza?
Golden Frieza.
That's right. Let's go. Thank you, Kathy.
You said just finished the eggs.
Just now?
Yes, I've been working on this thing forever.
Guys, I've been live for 2 hours.
Huh?
I've been live for over 2
I
hours.
know. I don't know why it took so long. I had like 20 eggs in a pot. And they just wouldn't boil, and I just wanted to make sure they were like fully done. So I just like left them in there for a long time.
What?
I just kept checking it.
Mommy will show you. You gonna play the game? Tell him look for figures.
Yep.
Go ahead. He likes to go to the wall with all the old action figures, and you pick a character, and he tries to find that character.
Okay.
That's what we were doing earlier for like an hour.
All right. So now we have an American flag pan of deviled eggs.
Nice. All right. Robin, I respect your role. Thank you. Rob, they're the worst because it just doesn't go away. You know what I mean? Like anything else I could just throw off like that. It's like anytime you bend, anytime you lean, anytime you try to lay, it's just Oh, it was awful, man. It was so awful. I hated it. Like I said, it scarred me like to the extreme. That was one of the worst things. Like, it wasn't even necessarily the pain; it was the inability to do anything. Because to be honest with you, I didn't even think I broke anything. Remember, I fell on Easter. I didn't even go get checked for like 2 or 3 more days after that. 2 days after, I think I finally went and got checked. And they were like, yeah, you have 4 broken ribs, 1 fractured rib, and internal bleeding in the lung. And he's like, if you would have came here the day of, you would have had to stay. And I was like, ooh. And literally, like the next day, I went to the pumpkin patch with Broly and everything. We went to the strawberry patch. Sorry, we went to the strawberry patch and everything, and it was like a normal day. I was just hurt. I didn't think it was that bad. But then I was like, finally, after like a day, it didn't subside. I'm like, okay, I got to go get this looked at. Something's actually wrong. And sure enough, 4 broken, 1 fractured, and internal bleeding. Fun time. Awful, awful, awful. Doom. Yep. Yeah, so I've always been that way. You can talk to my mom or anybody. Like when I was in school, I was the kid that was buying candy from the Dollar Tree and flipping it at school. I was the kid that would do people's homework. I made bumper stickers, printed them myself, and sold them on eBay. I was always that guy. I was always the guy that was doing something for himself. I don't work well under people. Some people do. That's fine. Like I said earlier, the world needs all types, but you just got to know what truly makes you happy. And I knew for me, there's no amount of money somebody could have paid me to make me happy working for them. It's just not. Yeah, the ribs, like I said, I couldn't sleep in my bed for over a month. Everybody loves Broly. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Gary. Let's go. What a cutie. I know. Let's see. Have you ever thought about learning geology? No. To be honest, this is what I tell people when they ask me if I want to learn things. It's not that I don't have an interest in one thing. It's like the level we've grown this thing to on social media. If I don't stay hyper obsessed with it and keeping up with everything, which takes a lot of time, I know that I won't stay at the spot I'm at. I know that. And I have like a over desire, like to be, you got to think about like content creation like this. I forgot how many years in a row now that being a content creator has been the most desirable job in the entire country, right? For many years in a row now. So the competition is like brutal. Everybody's trying to do this. And to hit 100,000 subscribers for the first time, hitting 100,000 subscribers puts you in the top less than 1%. I think it's like 0.8% of YouTubers that create videos will ever hit 100,000. And then only 10% of those will ever hit 1 million. So if you want to be in like the top, 0.08% of the most in-demand job in the country, you have to kind of be like fiercely competitive and be willing to put an amount of time into it. Then most people think you're crazy, basically. And that's what I have to do. And I know that I put most of my time into this. Yep. Guest appearance. Since he's gotten into Dragon Ball, he's like, he wants to come in the basement all day, every day, and just walk around and look at pictures and look at figures and stuff. So that's what he does. The name of the place she went ziplining, that was actually just the Richmond Zoo. The Richmond Zoo. It's like 8 minutes from our house. It's actually just a zoo, but then you can go over top of the animals and do that. So it's only 8 minutes from here. Let's see. Thank you. Oh, no, not thunder. Hope we don't get no thunderstorms here. Let's go. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's how I was at dumpster diving. You know how much money I used to make out of the dumpsters? I used to buy, especially like protein powders and stuff. That was like one of my biggest hustles, man. I was the guy going to yard sales looking for video games and jerseys. I would go to the dumpsters of the stores that threw out like the Vitamin Shop and GNC, those kind of stores. They would throw out like when it goes past that Best Buy date, they throw it in the trash, still sealed. I'd find like 20 of these protein powders that they sell in retail for like $80. Take one picture, quantity 20, listed on eBay for $40. People buy them all the time. You just sell it for like half as much. That Best Buy date don't mean jack. And most people know that, and that's why they'll still buy it. I was always the guy finding some kind of hustle. That was just always been my personality. Always, always, always. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. It's unreal sometimes. Unreal sometimes. To auction. What have you found in an auction that you were amazed to find? I mean, dude, of course, like money and guns are the most obvious, but I don't know, really. I'm trying to think of like the craziest like single thing I found. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I would have to it would go back to guns anyway. Like the M1 Garand from World War II is probably in my opinion, the coolest single item I've ever found. Because when you think about the history that thing could have seen, it's crazy when you really sit down and think about it. If we did not, we went literally like 4 years with no insurance. We just risked it for the biscuit. Now, of course, everything's fine. And like the last like 5 years or so, we've had good health insurance and good everything. But yeah, we straight risked it for the biscuit. I didn't go to the doctor or nothing for like 4 years. Just hope nothing happened. When I say we risked everything for this, people don't understand, man. I put every time I had, every dollar I freaking had. We were thousands of dollars, and like we had about $23,000 between us in credit card debt, on top of another $130,000 in student loan debt, and zero health insurance, and almost no money. That we put every ounce of everything into making this happen. There was no plan B. No plan B. It was this or getting to this kills me. One of the two. Let's see. Yeah, it is pretty fun down here. Let's see. The highest number of guns I found was that gun hoarder unit. I want to say it was like 18 or 20. And there was a couple cheapy, crappy ones in there, but most of them in there were awesome. Like I said, the same guy that had the M1 Garand had the civilian version of the M1 Garand, couple ARs, a FAL, a couple 30-06 rifles, a couple Remington 700s. I mean, it was insane, dude. And you couldn't see a single one from the picture. You could see the cases in the safe, but you could not see a single one from the pictures. I gambled completely blind and just crossed my fingers, dude. And that was a crazy risk back then. What's up, Kathy? What's up, Queen, Mother? Everybody? Broly-poly. Psst. People are asking for broly-poly. Surprise!
Only for a few minutes. It hasn't changed a thing.
Oh. See, people are asking for you. You say hi, everybody?
Hi,
So, like, we could stay in here for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not going to stay on too much longer anyway because I'm hungry.
Who is that? Broly's dad. His name is
Jebus.
Here
No.
it is.
I used to pick up soda bottles for deposit. Dude, if they had that in Virginia, I would have been doing the same thing. 100%.
Come here. You ready to go
Let's
get your
see.
diapers?
Omaha, what's up? Omaha. I could tell I've been on here. Yeah, it's been almost 2.5 hours at this point. It's been quite some time.
Hi, everyone. I gotta change Broly's diaper. Come on.
I'll come up there in a few minutes too. Daddy's not going to stay on for too much longer. We need to fix some food. Daddy's hungry.
I'm here.
All I've eaten today is a bologna and cheese sandwich. I'm kind of hungry.
I think I saw the reel you're talking about. Did they have buffalo sauce on it?
Yeah. Yep.
That's all.
Oh man, Broly is the man. He is the goo. He is the man. His favorite character changes like every day. He just likes, I think, the fact that he can identify them now. But his favorite characters changes like every day. I feel like the one he talks the most about still is Cell. I don't know why he likes Cell so much. Maybe he just looks cool. He talks about Cell a lot. Let's see. I love him with the water. Oh yeah, he loves it out there. I had a bacon cheeseburger. Nice. I had a burger yesterday. I had a burger yesterday for lunch and a burger for dinner. Today, all I had is a bologna and cheese sandwich. Let's see. Financial aid debt is the worst. I would mind until I got disabled. It's the only one you can't get out of with bankruptcy. Student loan. This is why one of the reasons I'm so against the college system. I think it's just so messed up, man. I think it's messed up how an 18-year-old can't drink a beer, but he can go, $100,000 in debt to go get a degree about nothing. I don't know. I don't like the way it's set up. I think it's crazy. Is it real hot where you are? It is ridiculously hot here. Today it was 117. Yesterday, this is with heat index. Yesterday I got up to 124 with the heat index. It's just unbearably hot. It's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Go eat. I will in a little bit. Yeah, I will. I'm going to go make something soon. Go eat with your family. I am in just a few minutes. I'm going to wait until she texts me. Let's see. We started buying lockers last fall. It's so much fun. It really is. That's awesome. I should agree. I found a unit like I think 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. I don't remember. It had to be 2 years ago. That had a bunch of 90s Pokemon cards in them. And I just sold. I blew them out on whatnot. I should have sent them in. Sometimes I think about it because it would have been cool. I was thinking about it. Yeah, our Dragon Ball collection. Wow, I love Dragon Ball. I really have. I've been obsessed with Dragon Ball since I was like 6, and I'm 32 now. I love the whole story of it. It's amazing. It really is. It's just my favorite story. And for some reason, I've been so attached to and hooked to since I was a small kid. And I've never been able to break it. I mean, I don't want to break it, so I don't try. But I've loved it since I was little. How powerful do you think perfect Cell Max would be? I mean, wasn't he already? I guess he wasn't quite perfect when they killed him. I don't know, man. Gohan would have still got him, though, because Gohan's goated. Special beam cannon to the head. I mean, come on. Gohan was the GOAT. That movie got so much hate, I think because it didn't have much of Goku and Vegeta in it. But for us, like, my favorite character is Gohan, and Amber's favorite's Piccolo. So it was kind of cool to see Gohan and Piccolo be, like, the main protagonists of it. So I actually really liked that movie. I really did. I know a lot of people didn't, but I really liked it. Thank you, Shannon. Nice. That sounds good. I think I'm about to go make like a breakfast bagel on that hero bagel. The whole East Coast is in here. The whole East Coast is like death right now. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. We had pizza. Nice. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. We definitely, I wouldn't recommend chancing it, but we definitely, I can't say we didn't. So, I just say it to tell people the lengths we went through at the one point to make this happen. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We put a lot of time into the content side of this. We definitely do that. It's funny how we always get both sides of that. So many people are like, you guys make me want to get rid of all the stuff I didn't have. And other people are like, oh my gosh, having a storage unit or seeing this makes me want to just go get stuff. I would want to keep everything. It is kind of fun. But anyway, guys, I think I'm about to hop off here for a few minutes and go eat. So thank you all for sitting here chatting. That was fun. I like having once a week just sit down, chat, answer people's questions, and relax. I'm going to go fix some food, though. I am kind of hungry. What's up, Bentley? Awesome, Shanny. Yeah. I mean, I love all the characters. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I love the series as a whole. I really do. All right. Thank you, Carla. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Joseph. What's up, Boo? Sorry you jumped on right as we're getting ready to get off, but thank you, everybody. Peace out. Let's go get some food.